Well, this live's going to be one for the books. Not giving one still away, but two of them.
Dos.
The winner of the May Mile Hi still giveaway is going to be announced tonight, as well as a little members-only bonus.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a membership, you might want to grab one. If you do have a membership and you guess the correct proof tonight, you're going to get this 5-gallon Whiskey Still Pro. And I'm jacked about it, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Giving 2 stills away in one night. We've never done that before.
Never done that before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, super excited about it. And, yeah, so it's super easy to grab a membership if you don't already have one. There's a money sign button, or is it a...
I think it says join, and on the desktop, there's a join button next to the subscribe button, and I think there is a $ button on the phone app. Not real sure.
Easy enough. If you're an iPhone user, you might have to go to a web browser. iPhone and the YouTube membership things don't exactly align, but Adam can get that information in the chat for us. So yeah, good luck to everybody that's going to be guessing proof tonight, and I hope you win.
And also, the entire month of June, we're giving more of these away.
That's right. We're giving 5 of them away in total, and that's also a super easy process to be able to get entered. It's going to start over every week, so every week there's going to be a separate still giveaway, and any purchases made on stillintheclear.com are going to qualify you for an entry. And as always, grain kits and ingredient kits are going to get you 2 entries. So, you know, if you go the first week and you're not the lucky winner, you're going to have 3 more shots at it. So, super excited for this opportunity. Big shout out to Whiskey Still Pro. I think that they have an awesome product that lends itself to making a variety of different spirits. But my favorite thing to run on the Alembic is the brandies.
Yeah.
I love running brandies on Alembics.
Brandy, rum, whiskey, those are the 3 things that this still is very good at. And it's also a very good first-time still. The cost is much lower than some of these custom stills that we're usually running. So not a lot of money to get into it on one of these stills. Very simple to use, very simple design, no complex parts to, you know, make the running tricky or anything like that. No reflux, no anything like that. Very simple to run, perfect for, you know, a beginner.
Yeah, run it on your stovetop at the house.
Yeah.
Great size, cool still. Happy that one of you is going to be taking it home with you. So,
also giving one away in your live.
Yeah, I've got a 24-hour live coming up the 13th and 14th of June. Going to start at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on the 13th on not only this channel, but my TikTok, the Homebrew Center YouTube. We're going to be a few different places. And, yeah, going to be giving a still away during that shenanigan.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
All right, well, let's get into what we're doing tonight.
Let's do it.
All right, so we know we're going to get this thing off in a 5-gallon Alembic tonight and run it. Super happy with this recipe, how it's turned out before. Hope it turns out as good as it has in the past. This is a 50-50 blend of Hickory King White and Chucker's Favorite White, 2 heirloom corns that we sell on Still and Clear, and a little bit of oats in this one. These daddy yeast, and so yeah, we're about to find out how many gallons we can get out of this. I've got 2 gallons free and clear up here at the top. I've got a marker on the other side of this fermenter that I can see. So we've got 2 gallons up here. We got
whatever we got in there.
How are we gonna get that out?
Let's use the Hillbilly 3000.
Hillbilly 3000. All right.
We're gonna press the liquid out. This has, you can definitely smell the difference that the oats added.
Yeah.
You can smell the oats in that. It smells amazing.
It smells really good. Yeah, super happy to see how this turns out. I think before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's see how many gallons we can get out of it.
Let's do it.
All right.
So we've added all the mash to this strainer that is inside of a bucket that has holes in it, that is inside of another bucket that only has 1 hole in it, and we're just letting it, upside down. What the hell? Okay.
What the hell?
And it's just, gravity is just draining the liquid out of that. We'll let that do its thing just naturally for, you know, 10, 15 minutes. And then once it's kind of done draining all of its own off, we will stick it into the Hillbilly 3000 and press the rest of it out with the truck jack.
Modern problems require modern solutions. This is cutting-edge technology developed at the Homebrew Center by the Still and Clear and its affiliates. We're happy to introduce this technology to the public.
It was, there was this guy at one point in time.
There's always a guy, man.
There was this guy at one point in time, he made this thing called the light bulb. It was the best invention ever made at that point in time. And now there's the Hillbilly 3000 came next.
We got our mash redneckified here. Got it all pressed through the Redneck 3000. Ended up with about 5 gallons, which I'm pretty happy with considering how much grain was in that bucket.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get less, but got plenty to make a good, solid, complete run in the Whiskey Still Pro Alembic 5-gallon still. Giving one of these away tonight, so
pretty excited about that. Pretty excited about that. Yep, all that's left to do now is to paste up these 2 little joints here and cut the still on, and we'll be rolling.
Yeah.
Sit back, grab a beer, and enjoy the show.
See you in a bit.
Watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
And we're back. Another exciting Thursday evening of the ABV Society Live. I'm Zach. That's Cyrus. We got the Adam over there. We got the drip cam going. We also have a couple stills we're giving away tonight. What do you think about that, brother man?
I love it.
I was reading your guys' comments before we got everything fired up. Good to see you guys are excited about it too. So without further ado, let's go. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to wait a little bit before we get into all that. First drips coming off the Whiskey Still Pro Alembic.
Just now.
Yeah.
Like just now. So we're running late, getting it fired up again. I mean, that is a common occurrence that we don't time things correctly. But that's all right. That's all right.
Well, it really, I think the gas shut off.
That's true.
The gas shut off for a little bit. I think we would have been fine. We didn't catch it until, I don't know how long it had been off, but
we caught it like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes ago. And the still was sitting at like 90. So I guess a little praise to the Whiskey Still Pro Alembic, especially the 5-gallon. 30 minutes ago, the top end thermometer was reading like 90 degrees. So the fact that it's dripping now is kind of impressive, I guess.
Yeah, and it's you can run that thing on your stovetop.
Yeah,
5-gallon still on the stovetop, no problem. So it's a really handy still. We're glad that we got to do this collaboration with Whiskey Still Pro and give some stills away this month. Me and Winsong have been running this still, one of their stills now for I want to say like 2 years. We've got it. Always turns out good liquor. Always.
Seems to be very popular for the guys that are looking to run indoors on their stovetop or something. Mm-hmm. Just kind of a low maintenance little setup. Pretty cool. Let's see who we got in here. David, Terry, Collector Rick, of course, Scott, Jason. Old Bennett's in here. Big old Paul Johnson's in there too. Dude Brews, Mud Grips, Josh Crutchfield, Hagar. Thank you guys all for being here.
A lot of folks in there. Like 70 people all around. All around from everywhere, all channels. We got like 70 folks in here. It'd be awesome if we could get to 100. It'd be the first time we ever got to 100.
That would be pretty cool.
So, hit the like button, share it if you can. Let's see how many people we can get in here. We'd love it. We'd love for, everyone out there in the community to see us give away some steals.
Make me famous, mama. I got to give some love to the Adam, of course. Adam quickly becoming a cult classic. Getting a little. They're going to be wearing Adam T-shirts before too long.
All the old heads know Adam is the one.
I Adam what I Adam.
That's it. Join TikTok. Dang it, Zach. I was number 9,948. You could have been number 10,000. Just unfollow me. Follow me back around 999. Jeff, good evening, brother.
Brian Milton's got one, he says. Nice.
Got one what?
The same setup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so...
You know what's cooler than having one of them? Two of them.
Having two of them would be really nice.
Two of them things.
So last month, we took entries all month for the 8-gallon Mile Hi Dual Purpose Pro that we're giving away tonight. Now, there's no more chances to win that still because all the entries are in. That ended at the end of the month in May. But yeah, so pretty excited to give that one away. And then we're giving another one away. And then we're giving another one away. And then we're giving another one away. Like all month, we're giving steals away. It's pretty sweet.
5 of them in total. Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. We get a still for that 10,000 follow. I am going to be giving one away during the 24-hour live. If you're able to catch that, I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to do it. You'll just kind of have to tune in and find out. But yeah, I will be giving one away in that 24-hour period. That's going to be a lot of fun. For everybody that joins that, I'll give the details on how you can win it. It's pretty simple. Fizzface 222. I made my own. MacGyver still. Leaks water. But that's okay. I love making my own wine and distilling it. It's a passion of mine. That's awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
I love making brandy as well. Turner Shine, appreciate the gift over there on TikTok. Zach, are you starting your 24-hour stream at 5 a.m. or p.m.? I'm going to start it at 5 p.m. on the 13th, and it's going to go till 5 p.m. on the, I'm going to start 5 p.m. on the 13th. It's going to go 5 p.m. on the 14th.
So Friday to Saturday.
Friday to Saturday, 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. Turner Shine, what's up, brother?
Daniel thinks you're going to pass out within 8 hours.
I may. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, good people's face. I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm going to walk in 6 a.m. Friday morning.
I'm just in a pool.
You're just
of my
laying in
own
the floor.
I'm in a pool of my own making. That would be terrible. But not impossible. So we'll see. Gonna be there. Got the 24-hour on my calendar. Appreciate that, Neil.
70, looks like 74 folks. Nice.
Yeah. Cool.
74 people. Scott's getting his first guess in at 145. A little early, Scott. The way we usually do the giveaways on the guess, the proof is at some point we will say, this is the jar we're giving the still away on.
Yeah.
Another thing is, it's members only. So if you're not a Still in the Clear YouTube channel member, you can guess. You just don't win the still.
They're $1.99. They can be one and done, or you can renew them. So if you don't have one, you've thought about getting one, now might be a good time to do it because it's going to automatically get you the ability to guess the proof tonight on a jar, which is going to give you the ability to have one of these stills.
Shipped right to your house.
It's going to be like I don't know, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like a 1 in 50, depending on how you want to look at that. If there's 50 members in here, and I don't know that there are, you're going to be one of those, but you may have an edge. Maybe you're good at guessing, looking at bubbles. I don't know. Oh, man. Appreciate the birthday wishes from everyone earlier, and some of you people messaged me and stuff, so I appreciate that. Garbage Stone Daddy with the gifts.
5 gifted memberships, and that is an entry into the next drawing. So that's another way you can enter to win. Like we said, we're giving one of these steals away every week this week. 5 gifted memberships is 1 entry. And any purchase on the website, stillintheclear.com, is another entry, and any purchase of a grain kit or recipe kit is a double entry.
Scoot Superman said, did I miss the announcement? Yeah, brother, we gave it away at the beginning of the live, and we actually did call your name. You weren't present, so we went to the next person.
Sorry, Bo.
Sorry about that, brother. No, we haven't done it yet.
Damn. Trickster says, I hope my proof picker's working again tonight. Yeah, Trickster usually nails a few of them.
Scoot Superman with the 10 gifted.
10 gifted, so
2 entries.
That's 2 more entries for the next giveaway. That is for next week, not this week. Right? Is that how that works? Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be for...
Oh, they're coming in fast. Flatland with 5 more.
Here they come.
Hell yeah.
I'm not
y'all.
even...
Good job.
I ain't even been shooting.
You haven't been shooting.
Sorry. Shook myself a little too hard. That one maybe concuss myself there for a minute.
Jack Longberry got one. Maybe we'll see him in there tonight.
An Old Man's Life. What a great
Nice
YouTube handle. What an excellent YouTube handle that is.
That's right.
Man.
In the all grain beginner's kits, do you need the liquid enzyme since the recipe has malted barley in it? No. If you want to run those kits traditionally with the malted grains for the conversion, there's absolutely enough diastatic power in all of those kits. Designed them that way just in case you didn't want to use the liquid enzymes. You don't have to.
You ain't gotta. Use that malted barley, that malted wheat, and that malted rye.
Pamela's looking forward to tasting the latest batch with the charred oak from Still in the Clear. Awesome.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I like the charred oak. What would you say? What do you think? Is that your favorite wood stave to use?
Yeah.
I kind of like the toasted cherry.
I did. The toasted cherry did turn out really nice.
Yeah.
They're absolutely.
Yeah. They took a little bit longer to work. I feel like all the toasted woods do. Is that accurate? Would you think?
They don't get as much color, and so I think it seems like they take longer, but I'm not sure they do.
But they don't.
Yeah, freeze distillation, Daniel. There you go. Make you some what do they call that? Applejack.
I just watched a video on that the other day.
On
It's pretty
Applejack?
interesting.
Yeah.
Look at you doing some distilling research in your off
I
time.
did.
Wow.
Make you some apple brandy at home without even owning a still.
Right. Might need some dry ice though.
Oh, really? What's the dry ice do?
It's I think it's dry ice and isopropyl or just a high percentage alcohol. It brings the temperature really far down so that you can separate the whiskey or the whatever liquor from the water.
Gotcha.
There's probably an easier way, but that's the way they were doing it.
Gotcha.
Take the ice off, and what you're left with is...
It's a slush of liquor, and
Yeah.
then you'll just let that melt.
Oh.
Daniel says he just uses a freezer. That's good.
They got they're talking a little blue corn shatter going on in there. Yeah, that stuff's getting high praise from a lot of folks.
It is.
It's becoming pretty popular. DBDOG, appreciate the gift, my brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. What's Sketch up to these days?
I'm sorry?
The internet guy? Thank you, brother.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I don't either.
I have to check
Ain't
back
seen him
in.
in a minute.
Do a little sketch research
Yeah.
after this. Not too much research. We got DRC in the house. What's up, brother?
What's up, Bubba?
My jar is golden already after 24 hours. It would be real nice soon. Pamela. Yeah, it doesn't take them long, especially, if you're using like one of those, if you're using 2 of those sticks in like a little half-gallon jug or something, it goes pretty quick. Mm-hmm. One, seems maybe a little bit more, did we ever take that other off there?
Oh, you know what? I don't think we have.
The American malt?
I think we should do that. Right
Yeah,
now.
we should probably
I'm gonna
do
grab the stuff.
Well, Jason with the 5 gifted, brother. Yeah. Was everyone yelling Randy?
Did Randy make it?
I believe so.
Nice.
I haven't seen him in there. I could have missed it or something. Yeah, maybe I missed it.
Yeah, this should have been done 2 weeks ago. Things just get kind of hectic around here, you know?
This will be an interesting little taste test.
Yeah.
What's the proof on that? Good juice there. 115.
This is the American malt whiskey. And I put it on oak April 1st. Yeah, April 1st. And a couple weeks back, we tasted it and decided it was time to take it off the oak, and then didn't do it.
Sorry, I'll hold you as a little stable there.
All right. We'll taste it at 115. I'm not going to proof it down tonight because we're out of distilled water.
Mile Hi Distilling, what's up, brother?
Mile High in the house.
We are giving away that beautiful dual purpose pro tonight. We're gonna do the drawing here. You know, maybe, I don't know. When are we thinking? We'll draw for that around. Well,
We'll do that after the second admission. Yeah?
why don't we draw?
Or just before the first?
Why don't we draw the 10 numbers before the first intermission,
Okay.
and then I'll go round those up during that intermission, and then we can do it the second.
Oh, we should probably explain how we're doing the drawing. We're doing the drawing differently this week. Just to add in a little extra fun and suspense. We're not just doing a straight draw.
Oh, there he is. Old Randy over at Stillworks and Brewing.
Yeah, everybody, Boo, everybody, I assume Mile High Distilling, I think that's probably you, Boo, that's in there. Everybody's very excited for this drawing tonight.
Yeah,
Chomping at the bit.
the chatter is immense.
Yeah, everybody's throw some
I'm excited about it.
throw some still emojis in the chat for Mile High to thank them for doing this with us.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool folks. Really just good people. Burnt, appreciate the gift, brother. There they are. Look at all those stills. Good Lord.
If you can't find the still emoji, it might mean that you're not a YouTube channel member because that is a custom emoji for members only.
Custom sticker. I might drive across the country to pick it up tomorrow.
You want to do a little taste test on this?
I think we should.
See if we over oaked it.
Yeah, we'll proof it down and thin it out. I'm not going to be too worried about it. Went on the wood April 1st. So, 2 months. A little hair over 2 months. Here we go.
Iowa Free Thinker in the house. Good to see you.
There we go.
One for the Adam.
Thank you, sir.
Got a fine little color to it. What do we got here? What do we got here?
This is an American style malt whiskey.
I don't think that's over oaked.
Yeah, Boo, you're welcome. We thank you. Doing this with you guys is really awesome. We love it. Maybe we do it again in the future. So yeah, thank you.
Dan LP with the 10 gifted.
10 gifted. That's 2 entries into next week's giveaway.
Go easy on the taste testing, Zach. We'll be doing karaoke again. Feels unlikely that I don't know. It is my birthday, and I'm an adult with free will, so
That's true.
Yeah.
it's kind of hard.
Copper Moon Steel got a gifted membership. That's awesome.
Kim Spencer,
Nice.
handy with duct tape.
That's a cool name.
I've seen that one in here before. Copper Moon's. Oh yeah, you already said that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anarchy Television. Seen that dude in here before.
Getting some gifts on TikTok.
Appreciating the gifts over on TikTok. Seriously, burnt. Oh, cowboy hats. Don't know. Are we both? I don't know how it would work on here since the camera's a little bit different. They may be putting cowboy hats on both of us. They got a filter over on their end, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. We don't get to see that.
Yeah, I wonder how that works.
They are kind of funny, especially. It's. I scrolled through a live the other day on TikTok, and I was kind of just watching, and I found a guy, and he was pretty entertaining. But he was entertaining in the sense that he was having an absolute meltdown. Like he was freaking out, and I wanted to just be like, brother, step away from the keyboard, man. Just leave the internet for a little bit.
Was it the guy playing the little computer game with the thing bouncing around?
No, I can't stand those guys. Those
Dude,
guys really bum me out.
they're just yelling about how many people are in the stream.
Double barrel Daryl with a hat.
They're double barrel Daryl. I appreciate that, but yeah, it's like they're going nuts over it's crazy. Like, thanks for the rose.
Whoa, we've almost got 50,000.
Yeah, they're so high. I don't know. There's got to be some substance in there that they're relying on. They're just they're high. They're on there screaming at their phone for 3 hours.
I can't imagine.
I don't know. Anyway, so I'm scrolling through these TikTok lives and I see this guy and he's having a meltdown and I can't even really discern what over. And
Rick, thank you for the gifts, brother. That's an entry.
Nice.
Rick, appreciate that, brother. There it is. But yeah,
I don't know how they do it.
step away from the keyboard.
Yeah, take a break.
I see people like that on Facebook too, where they're just like really venting and really
Yeah.
putting stuff out there to like their close like family and friends, and I just want to be like, dude, just step away from the internet for a little bit.
Touch grass.
Just
Hey.
yeah, dude, walk outside, look at the sun.
Can you pull up Still in the Clear for everybody? SRSLY.
The website?
Be Sofer. Never found the wine book.
Oh, man.
Mary's Recipes. So if you go to stillintheclear.com/shop, scroll to the category that says book,
Double barrel, appreciate the gifts again, my
and
brother.
it should be in there. Adam's going to see if he can pull that up, make sure it's in there.
So here we
Scroll
are.
down.
Here we are.
Ebooks and guides. There it is, right
Here we
there.
are.
Mary's Recipes. Awesome little book.
Great, super informative, very helpful, and it's
Rob-
more than just recipes, right?
Rob got one. Stag's got a membership. That's awesome. Sorry, Bob.
No, you're fine. So at the front end of the Mary's Wine Recipe book, there's all kinds of helpful information and nice charts and just good helpful info. And it explains too. A lot of the recipes call for the same things, whether it's acid blend or tannin or pectic enzyme, stuff that not everyone probably typically uses. I mean, I'll speak for myself. I don't really hardly ever use tannin. And so it's got a brief description in there, like, hey, this is what this does and why it works and why you use it. And it's just kind of super informative.
Yeah.
We have over 90 concurrent viewers currently.
Over 90, we're kissing 100.
Gotta
Real
get to
close.
100. We've never been to 100 before. That would be awesome. Had to go to the homebrew site to find it.
It is on the homebrew site.
It is there also.
Man, I'm just getting a little jazzed up about this. I mean, I'm gonna whenever you say, but I'm kind of ready to start spinning the wheel.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Does anyone
Garbage Thrown Daddy says, no matter who wins, just want to thank everybody for this community. Yeah. This is a great community.
Yeah.
And yeah, y'all are awesome for sure.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun in here for sure. About to hit 100. 97 in total.
That's kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy, yeah. It's like imagining like you're on a stage talking in front of a group of 100 people,
Yeah.
but it's the internet.
It's
Makes me feel weird about people who do concerts for like thousands of people.
tens of thousands. Yeah, yeah.
Just everybody like.
Yeah. Watching
How was
everything.
that? Like we went to a Billy Joel concert in like Oklahoma City, and it was like packed.
I mean, yeah.
I was like, geez.
50,000 people standing around.
crazy.
Yeah.
Also, how do they keep it cooled off in there?
Good question.
Anyway, we got any HVAC guys in here? Whoa, Mud Grips and Moonshine. My dog was selected to be in a calendar. He got the month of November.
That's killer.
Let's get
That's pretty cool.
Let's get his name and let's get his breed.
That's awesome.
That's all. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What did you think about that?
I think it's. I really like it.
Yeah.
I don't.
That I'm going to proof that down a little milder than I normally do. I'm going to put it at like 85, 80 maybe. Mm-hmm. That's going to be real good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do what some people do and proof it down to like 60 and call it 100.
I could do that. I could. And yeah, that is all. That is.
You know who you know who you are.
You know who you are.
who you are. You're passing people. Yeah, it's 120 right there. It's not. It's 50 proof. So smooth. Yeah, it's 50% water. Shining's all about the mental game.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Seriously, appreciate the gift, brother. Mark Morgan, aka Uncle Moonshine. What's up,
In
brother
the
man?
house.
He's over there on Facebook. We can't figure out Facebook. We don't know why. Like.
Yeah, but Mark, you gotta go to your people over there on
Yeah.
Facebook. I know you're big on Facebook.
Pull some people over there.
Why?
We don't
Why
know
is there
Facebook.
always one person on
It's like
Facebook?
one or two people on Facebook all the time. Like we've even considered just like not doing it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna do it on Facebook if people continue to just not show up.
Yeah. Wild. 94, 95, 96.
Woo!
Okay. All right. No, I'm on the same page. Okay. I well, first when I started to read that comment, Mud Grips, I thought it was somebody that was speaking Portuguese to me. But then I recalled the dog conversation. Bosco, a Shih-Tzu, half Shih Tzu and half Doodle. How many pounds is that dog? What one out there in the weight category?
Is that a standard poodle or teacup poodle?
Teacup poodle? We talking teacup poodles, or we talking your standard North American poodle?
What is the? Well, first of all, Mud Grips. Cyrus is a Raiders fan. I don't even know where that came from.
Go Raiders!
Don't know where that came from.
Hey man, I
Hey,
love the
man,
Raiders.
go Raiders!
Love the Raiders, man.
Oh, dude, I love that. I oaked my pineapple brandy at 134 proof. Yeah. I like doing the brandies a little lower. But I bet it turned out great. Why don't you post to my page? I talk about you a lot in my group. Mark,
what?
to be honest, we don't do a lot of Facebook promotions.
I thought I was posting your page. What's your page called, Mark?
You were.
Dadgummit. I'll be honest with you. I'm not real heavy over there on Facebook, and I thought I was posting to one of your groups, like every week.
How many now? It's fluctuating between like 90 and like 97, 95.
We might hit 100 tonight.
I think it'll happen.
We
Yeah.
need to get some more likes.
Yep.
You guys share this thing out. We're gonna
Smash
get over
that
100
like
today.
button.
That's going to be awesome.
Smash it.
Whiskey Rebel got
Great.
yelled at by my wife for toasting my oak in the air fryer. Winsong doesn't like me toasting oak in the house either. She doesn't like the smell of oak toasting in the oven.
I saw a video the other day of an old man toasting some pieces off of a retired wine barrel in his house, in his oven. I think it smells awesome.
Prohibition 1920?
No.
His dad?
Oh, it could have been. I don't know. I didn't remember looking down at the name. It was an older gentleman. He had some help from a younger guy, and they had some wine barrels they were throwing in the oven.
Morgan's Moonshine group.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
You post to
that
the
never
militia
comes
group.
up. When I go to my groups, that never comes up.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Are you?
Yeah, you're in there too. I'm pretty sure. I've sent you some stuff from over there. I think.
Okay.
I think you're in it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll double check after the live. Thanks, Al. It stinks up the entire house. I know that when we're charring oak, which I know charring and toasting a couple different things, but when we're charring oak in the shop, I want to put that in a candle. Like it is.
Oh, that's
awesome.
a good smell.
I like the smell of it.
Yeah.
Some people don't. Let's see. Whiskey and chicken is good.
Charlene says I toast my husband's for him in my air fryer.
Nice.
That's cool.
What a neat wife.
Air fryer.
Sent Zach a message earlier. Mark, I have, to be honest, I have been neglectful of my messages the last couple days. Had a lot of stuff going on. I see them popping up, and I intentionally don't open them until I'm ready to kind of start responding to them. Because if I open them, they're gone forever. If I don't say anything immediately. I did see. Well, I'll talk about that later. Charlene needs a second husband. You better talk to Richard about that. Oh man, look at that pretty stuff.
Yeah.
That's looking good.
Yeah, it looks real good. It looks cloudy on the drip cam. It's not cloudy, folks, but it does kind of look cloudy on the drip cam.
That's weird. Yeah, it's crystal clear in person.
Oh, Lisa, thank you. Is that Lisa? Is that Lisa Day? Is that the correct Lisa?
I believe so. It's hard to know.
When I came in and watched on TikTok, you said I need to change. I came in on Facebook and you... Apparently I'm giving Mark a hard time, I guess.
Oh, like every way. You're on the wrong thing. Get to the YouTube page. No. Oh, Kenny Melvin. He said, I'm here. Well, you missed roll call, Kenny, but that's all right. That's all right, Bubba.
Brian Milton asks, would you suggest adding a thumper to that alembic setup? I wouldn't. And here's why. So that style of a still, it just makes a great liquor as is, first of all.
Great for spirit runs.
Yeah, if you want a higher proof, if you want to use a thumper for higher proof, just distill it a second time. Just do a 1.5 distillation or a double distillation. But if you're talking about a thumper for like trying to push flavor through and put fruit and stuff like that in the thumper, I mean, I guess you could do that for that. But for me, I'm going to use a different still if I want to use a thumper. And I don't know, like if you did it yourself, if you made the modification yourself in such a way that you could take it out or put it in, then yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
You could run a thumper sometimes and not run it other times, because there would be times you don't want to run a thumper with this still.
Double barrel, appreciate the corns, my brother. Somebody's waiting on MySpace. Is that still active? Could you go? What happens when you go to myspace.com?
It's a website.
You can go
Still
there.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
I wonder if I still have my old account there.
They kind of rebranded it 10 years ago or something.
I hope that they did a burn on those, because I created one of those in like 8th grade.
Yeah, me too.
Used it for like 6 months. Don't know if it's still out there.
Yeah. I can't find my old one from back then, so I don't know.
Seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Scoot Superman asks, how does one get to make a run with you guys? If you're ever coming through town, how could we do that?
I think if it was someone that we knew pretty well on here,
Yeah.
and they reached out far enough ahead of time, and we could maybe line out a day where we're filming something,
Yeah.
and then there's so much time if we're standing around while a still is running that we're not actively filming, right? It's a little bit of a different situation when we're doing these lives, but I don't know. I think if that was something that you really wanted to do, we don't have just like a ton of time, and we don't make a lot of extra runs that aren't
Part of content.
part of this. But I don't know. Maybe we should think far enough in the future and just get a meetup day together where everybody can just kind of show up over here at the shop and hang out. We'll have a little run going, have some drinks, have some fun. Talk a little distilling. I mean, we should probably get something like that together. That'd probably be the best way to do it.
Yeah, I think that would be a good way to do it. Like, if we had multiple people showing up on the same day, and we could kind of do it as a group thing, that would be pretty cool.
It is 18 till, so
Let's start spinning that wheel.
just wanted to
I
throw
think
that
so.
out there.
Yeah. Let's.
Seriously, I appreciate all the gifts. Everyone on TikTok, appreciate the gifts, guys. I'm not trying to neglect you guys, but we are going to get into it here, I think, right?
Let's describe the rules. 'Cause
Okay.
I think we still haven't. Here's how we're going to do the drawing for the Mile High.
Yeah.
Everyone who placed an order got an entry. Everyone who bought grain or recipe kits got 2 entries. Everyone who gifted 5 memberships got an entry, and that was for the entire month of May. We've collected all of those entries. We've put them on a big wheel, and we're going to spin that wheel 10 times. 10 times.
10 times, so it's not going to be a one and done. We're going to spin this big, huge wheel 10 times. We're going to take those 10 order numbers. During the break that's coming up, I'm going to go to those order numbers and write down the names. First name and last initial. I'm not trying to put everyone's... some people are funny about that. Maybe rightfully so. I'm going to write those names down, and then we're going to put them on a different wheel that's going to have all 10 names on them, and we're going to start spinning that wheel. Now, should we just start spinning that wheel before we tell them how that process is going to go? Or should we go ahead and tell them
No,
now?
I say we tell them now.
All right, so we're going to start spinning that wheel of 10 names. If you're the first person to get spun on that wheel, that's not a good thing, okay? You don't want to be picked on that wheel. If you get picked on the wheel that has 10 names on it, you're going to be removed from the wheel, and we're going to keep spinning until there's one gal or man standing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little nerve-wracking for some of y'all if you end up on the 10 wheel. You're going to have a little sweating to do. But I think without further ado, Adam, let's get the big wheel picked up. I'll start writing order numbers down over here. As you can see up there at the top, there is 640 total entries. A lot of those are the same people who just got multiple entries, and so on and so forth. So let's give her a whack here.
Moonman says, do like celebrities do and host a contest where the winner gets to come make a run with you. You're not the first person to suggest that.
Yeah, all right.
8306.
Got it.
8306. Some of you, if you've got your order numbers in front of you, or if you go to your email, you'll know if this is you ahead of time.
Yeah, if you bought something, if you got your entry from the website.
Now, if you did a gifted membership, your number will be different, and I'll be able to tell. That's an order number. Also, shout out to Clinton House and Garbage Thrown Daddy. The two, they tied for gifted memberships.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the same amount of entries. Got 8 of them apiece. Wheel of Misfortune. Yeah, brain fart. That's a good one. That is... Okay, hold on, Adam.
That's a phone in.
What is that? Is that... Okay, so that's either a call-in or that is a gifted membership.
So some people were not able to order on the website, and so they just called up to the shop.
What was
We
the
placed
original
their order.
number on that?
That number. I didn't do any 2s. Whenever we had those short little numbers that I had to extend to 4s, I added 1s, remember?
Oh, wait, what?
So remember at the bottom of our Excel list, we had
Yeah.
some order or some numbers that were just 2 digits.
Yeah.
I added ones to the front of that. So if it was 38, it would say 1138.
So you did not, you're saying you didn't do anything to
Didn't
that?
touch 2001.
That's a phone-in order then.
All right.
Okay. There's one.
37.
That
So
is,
it's 37 is the
That's a
number.
gifted membership, right
That's
there.
a gifted membership.
Lizzie's review says, what's up, y'all? We're drawing for winner right now.
That is also a gifted membership.
Charlene, the walk-in numbers would also start with a 2.
Are you numbering these? I'm not keeping count of how many.
I'm
we've done.
writing them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're at 5.
Okay.
5 more to go.
Neil says, that could be me. I had to phone a friend every time.
That's an order from the online. Man, we're running about 50-50 with the gifted
Yeah.
and the online.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of interesting. Lucky number 7, 8, 4, 3, 2. That is an online order.
Where we at? 1, 2, 4, 6. We're at 7. 8429. Order number 8429. That's a website order.
Mm-hmm.
Charlene, we'll put him on there. We're going to transpose all these order numbers to names for the next wheel.
Got it.
2003.
This is the last one.
This is the last one, yeah.
Last number. 8083. All right, we got all of our numbers in over the break.
Oh, well, hold on one second.
Okay,
You got before we go to break, I've got 2 numbers here that I want to look at and see
Yeah.
what they are.
Go for it.
Whiskey Rebel, I was all 10 entries. Now what? I mean, we'll just go through the motions, you know. We'll just put you on the wheel. We'll eliminate 9 of your entries, and you'll win. That's how we'll do that. Fifth Horseman in the house.
Oh, I know what that is.
Okay.
Check the jar. Ooh, thank you, Jason. Garbage throwing daddy. Keeping me on my toes.
Holy shit.
Now, while they're working on numbers and stuff, we'll go ahead and see what, this is jar number 1. Let's see what it came out at. This is not the guess the proof jar. All right, let's see what we got here. Throw your guesses in there.
Okay.
Ooh. Let's pour a little bit of this in here, then I'll do a jar shake for you. We got, what do we got up there? 167, 160, 152, 125, 120, 157, 147, 154, 160, 139, 163, 124. There's a jar shake for you. That's a lot of guesses, it is. All right. People are still guessing. Jar number 1.
Dude.
You got all the names already?
I got the ones that were phone ins and
Nice.
don't say it yet, but
Okay, I won't say it.
yeah. Yeah, I think so. What I was showing Cyrus there is that there's a couple of the members that are in the Mile High. Some of you that are longtime viewers and that are here pretty consistently with us every week, and that just kind of it's cool to see.
Some of those names in there. Nice. Nice.
So what is going to happen is, well, are you want to go to break right now and look these up, or?
Yeah, I think we should do it that way.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do real quick is take a quick commercial break. A little word from Whiskey Still Pro.
Before we do that.
Yep.
124 on jar 1. I don't know if anybody got 124. This is all for shits and giggles. This is not for the still.
Not gonna
Sir Dig Dug.
just bragging rights. Man, Dig Dug's a hammer on these.
Whiskey Rebel says, "Si, I'd write the proof down off camera. You can
Exact
zoom
shit.
and see what you're writing." Oh,
right,
well,
we'll
thank you. I will do that.
We'll start writing them, yeah, off. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're also going to show you the video of what happened before we turned the cameras on tonight. What went into the mash that is in that pot. And a quick little brief word from the fine folks over at Whiskey Still Pro. So take this opportunity, grab a beer, use the bathroom, whatever it is that you do when we weren't on the camera, and we will be right back with you.
Well, this live's going to be one for the books. Not giving one still away, but 2 of them.
Dos.
The winner of the May Mile High still giveaway is going to be announced tonight, as well as a little members only bonus.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a membership, you might want to grab one. If you do have a membership and you guess the correct proof tonight, you're going to get this 5-gallon Whiskey Still Pro. And I'm jacked about it, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Giving 2 stills away in one night. We've never done that before.
Never done that before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, super excited about it. And, so it's super easy to grab a membership if you don't already have one. There's a money sign button, or is it a...
I think it says join, and on the desktop there's a join button next to the subscribe button, and I think there is a $sign button on the phone app. Not real sure.
Easy enough. If you're an iPhone user, you might have to go to a web browser. iPhone and the YouTube membership things don't exactly align, but Adam can get that information in the chat for us. Good luck to everybody that's going to be guessing proof tonight, and I hope you win.
And also, the entire month of June, we're giving more of these away.
That's right. We're giving 5 of them away in total, and that's also a super easy process to be able to get entered. It's going to start over every week, so every week there's going to be a separate still giveaway, and any purchases made on stillintheclear.com are going to qualify you for an entry. And as always, grain kits and ingredient kits are going to get you 2 entries. If you go the first week and you're not the lucky winner, you're going to have 3 more shots at it. So super excited for this opportunity. Big shout out to Whiskey Still Pro. I think that they have an awesome product that lends itself to making a variety of different spirits. But my favorite thing to run on the Alembic is the brandies.
Yeah.
I love running brandies on Alembics.
Brandy, rum, whiskey, those are the 3 things that this still is very good at. And it's also a very good first-time still. The cost is much lower than some of these custom stills that we're usually running. So not a lot of money to get into it on one of these stills. Very simple to use, very simple design, no complex parts to, make the running tricky or anything like that. No reflux, no anything like that. Very simple to run, perfect for, a beginner.
Yeah, run it on your stovetop at the house. Great size, cool still. Happy that one of you is going to be taking it home with you. So,
Also giving one away in your live.
yeah, I've got a 24-hour live coming up the 13th and 14th of June. Going to start at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on the 13th on not only this channel, but my TikTok, the Homebrew Center YouTube. We're going to be a few different places. And yeah, going to be giving a still away during that shenanigan.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
All right, well, let's get into what we're doing tonight.
Let's do it.
All right, so we know we're going to get this thing off in a 5-gallon alembic tonight and run it. Super happy with this recipe, how it's turned out before. Hope it turns out as good as it has in the past. This is a 50-50 blend of Hickory King White and Chucker's Favorite White, 2 heirloom corns that we sell on Stolen Clear, and a little bit of oats in this one. These daddy yeast, and so yeah, we're about to find out how many gallons we can get out of this. I've got 2 gallons free and clear up here at the top. I've got a marker on the other side of this fermenter that I can see. So we've got 2 gallons up here. We got
whatever we got in there.
How are we gonna get that out?
Let's use the Hillbilly 3000.
Hillbilly 3000. All right.
We're gonna press the liquid out. This has, you can definitely smell the difference that the oats added.
Yeah.
You can smell the oats in that. It smells amazing.
It smells really good. Yeah, super happy to see how this turns out. I think before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's see how many gallons we can get out of it.
Let's do it.
All right.
So we've added all the mash to this strainer that is inside of a bucket that has holes in it, that is inside of another bucket that only has 1 hole in it, and we're just letting it, upside down. What the hell? Okay.
What the hell?
And it's just, gravity is just draining the liquid out of that. We'll let that do its thing just naturally for, 10, 15 minutes. And then once it's kind of done draining all of its own off, we will stick it into the Hillbilly 3000 and press the rest of it out with the truck jack.
Modern problems require modern solutions. This is cutting-edge technology developed at the Homebrew Center by the Still and Clear and its affiliates. We're happy to introduce this technology to the public.
It was, there was this guy at one point in time.
There's always a guy, man.
There was this guy at one point in time, he made this thing called the light bulb. It was the best invention ever made at that point in time. And now there's this. The Hillbilly 3000 came next.
We got our mash redneckified here. Got it all pressed through the Redneck 3000. Ended up about 5 gallons, which I'm pretty happy with considering how much grain was in that bucket.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get less, but got plenty to make a good, solid, complete run in the Whiskey Still Pro Alembic 5-gallon still. Giving one of these away tonight, so
pretty excited about that. Yep, all that's left to do now is to paste up these 2 little joints here and cut the still on, and we'll be rolling.
Yeah.
Sit back, grab a beer, and enjoy the show.
See you in a bit.
Wimpy, watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
And we are back. We're gonna have the Adam plug in the list of 10 into the separate wheel. And is there really 1,500 people on TikTok, or is that a...
Oh, hang on.
holy cow!
What the heck?
1,500 people.
Seems unlikely.
The live was discontinued. Hang on, let me...
Of course it was.
It makes you do these CAPTCHA codes to make sure you're still paying attention.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll fix it.
Kevin Egner says, I know it ain't me, but I'm excited to see who gets it.
Oh man, Uncle Moonshine, if you're in here, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I'm equally as excited. We are moments away from starting to spin that 10 wheel, and yeah, I'm stoked about it. It's a lot of familiar names. I'll say that.
How much shine could Rick Shine steal if Rick Shine had a steal? Well, maybe we'll find out, man. Maybe we'll find out.
Maybe.
How much more mash did you get from the hillbilly rig? We ended up with like
So we started with about 2 gallons that I just siphoned off the top.
yeah.
And then, I mean, we got over 5 gallons. We were in total, right? So we were pretty selective with what we took out of the bucket that we actually dropped into, and because we had some sediment kind of fall out of it, and we had more than we needed. So, but yeah, I'd say we probably got somewhere between 3.5 and 4 gallons out of the
grain.
out of the squeezins.
Yeah.
Sorry, here you go. Here, just give me you got a pen? I'll just write better.
78 people watching. Should be 78 likes. Is there not 78 likes? How can there not be 78 likes, you guys? Come on.
Oh,
What are the major flavor differences from that trucker's favorite to a regular yellow corn?
oh.
So the truckers has this. Well, first of all,
It's not a you
it
problem,
has,
man.
it has like a peanut butter smell, which is really interesting.
Yeah, it smells crazy.
And what would you say the flavor difference is if you were to describe the difference between that and yellow corn?
I would say that to a certain degree, and it could be a level of smoothness, but I would say that it's maybe a little less acidic, a little less tart in a weird way. It's a little mellower, but not in the sense that it has less flavor. It still has all the same like good corn flavor that you get out of Yellow Dent, but none of that kind of acidic-y.
I would say from tasting that last batch, it instead of the sweet corn that you get, the sweet flavor from the corn, you get more of a cream flavor.
Yeah, I
That's
100% agree.
Yeah.
100%, yeah. You got 1,500.
Backwoods
on
is in the house. Hey, Backwoods, by the way, you got gifted a membership over on the YouTube channel,
Yeah,
too.
congratulations, brother. If you didn't realize it, you got a membership someone gifted you. The Iron Duke has been lurking.
Nice. As usual. As usual, he kind of hangs out. The only
Yeah.
reason he hasn't said anything yet is probably because we're not drinking Busch Light.
Yeah, didn't give him a reason to. Didn't give him.
We haven't been talking about the weather yet.
Didn't give him an in.
Mud Grip says it only let me hit the like button once. That's true. YouTube only lets you hit it
Yeah,
one
you
time.
can only do it once. Where do you even see the likes at? Or do we even see them?
We can't see him.
Oh, okay.
Truth be told, the truck jack making video was the video that brought me to the page. That's awesome.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
We've come full circle.
Yeah.
Would you recommend the Truckers and the chocolate malt, peanut butter chocolate? I think it'd be a hellacious little combo to play with.
I think you absolutely ought to try that.
Yeah, haven't done it myself. Couldn't speak from experience, but I wouldn't see why not. I know that we've had someone else in here. Could have been Scott. I'm trying to think. Somebody has been playing around with that and possibly has a mash going right now where they're doing that. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
Mark Morgan says, I need a beer for this. Brother, I haven't had one yet, but I think I'm gonna. Beers, anyone?
Yeah.
Rate the mash letter. The last issue of the mash was a really good one.
They're all good.
Also, if you get the mash, you already know you got a little heads up about this month's giveaway of the alembic stills.
Cyrus, did you say yes?
Yeah, I'll take one. 63 likes. Click a button, folks. LOL, thank you. Jason says, P.S. The newsletter yesterday was fire. Yeah, that's all Iron Duke's doing. He is the main reason why the newsletter is what it is.
Fantastic writer, I would say.
Yeah, and he works hard at it too, because he's always digging around to find, a new interesting topic. Looking for my koozie. Where'd I hide it? Anyway, yeah, the newsletter was a really good one last month. I mean, it's good. It's good every month, honestly. If you are not a subscriber to the newsletter, it's a free newsletter. Comes out once a month. You can just go to the website on the homepage of stillinttheclear.com and fill in your information with your email, and you'll start getting it every month.
I'm seeing 99 viewers just on Still in the Clear.
99.
We have hit 100 then.
Then we have gone over
99
100.
on Still in the Clear, 6 on TikTok.
Get your camera, Mom. Move over, Madonna.
That's huge.
There's a first time for everything. So we hit 100 viewers. That's awesome. Thank you all very much. We're glad you're here. Hope you're enjoying it. And hey, thanks for the gift, Backwoods.
Pretty crazy to kind of just think back on like the first couple of these.
Yeah.
Where it was like us and like 4 of our real tight buds that we probably just, I don't know. Double Barrel Daryl with the hat, brother. I appreciate you, my man.
Midnight Runner says he's running with you during the live.
Yeah, I saw that. I appreciate that. Kevin, I saw your comment earlier about our deal about you getting all 5 of the Olympics. It's not technically it's not impossible. I mean, each week it does kind of start over. You could potentially.
There's 10 more. Dan LP.
Dan LP's got entered. I would say this too. There were like 3, I think, of the gifted memberships that ended up in the drawing that we're about to do. The 10 folks. So it wasn't an insignificant amount of people that got them that way. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Joe. 124 was the first jar.
The beautiful, the lovely, the astounding, the talented distiller, Miss Jo Parks.
Damn it, Cyrus, where's my koozie? We are out of koozies. I could send you...
No, he's talking about the ones he sent us.
Oh.
This one.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Bubba.
Put it in the Atom Cam. There it is. Got one of them. There's another one around here somewhere.
I'll go grab it.
I'm naked.
Yeah, you need to go grab it.
Where's it at?
I think it's in that box over there on the shelf. Dan LP says, I appreciate Iron's contribution to the community. Absolutely. He's also one of the admins over there in Moonshine for Beginners. We have several of the admins in the live right now.
That was
over there on
not correct.
Moonshine for Beginners at MeWe.com.
I bet it's on your desk.
I bet it's not. How about a sticker trade? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. You can send, if you send a sticker to the shop, we'll send you some back. The shop address is 7709 Ellis, Building 303, Fort Smith, Arkansas, 72916. And if you didn't get to write that down, go to stillinttheclear.com and just scroll all the way to the bottom. The address is on the website. Well, look who's came to join us.
Oh! You gotta bring it on camera.
Come on over here.
What's going on?
I didn't find a koozie.
Oh, look at this.
Look at
What do we got here?
Oh my God, that's awesome.
We're at somebody's birthday.
Look at this. Thank you, baby.
That's awesome.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Thank you,
Pepsi.
thank you,
Do
thank
it.
you.
Pop down there for a
Oh,
second.
me?
Look
Oh,
at
God.
this. Holy shit! Like a shotgun blast to my dome.
Holy cow.
God, dog, that thing was powerful. There's some juice in that.
It really was.
You couldn't give me a heads up?
I didn't think about the potential fire hazard.
Oh, dude.
I got to get the drip cam and show them.
Dang, man. That was wild.
I'm like burning up. You just shot this off?
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, you got
gotta
the
turn it
got the
take it
logo.
Oh, turn it around.
Yeah.
That's a good birthday gift.
Let's go. Nice.
Yeah, let me see your phone, Raleigh. Let me get a picture.
Look at there.
Okay,
That's awesome.
Dang.
let me get a picture.
What a surprise.
Hold it around this way to me.
What are we doing?
Just
Sorry.
put it on a
Sorry
spinner.
to the 100 people watching right now. It's turned into a...
Well, we gotta sing happy birthday to you too.
Yeah.
Blow them out.
Let's hear it.
One.
You blow your candles first.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy Happy birthday, dear Zach. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, ladies. Love you, babe.
Nice work, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the heart
That
attack.
was awesome.
I didn't really.
I'm not gonna lie, buddy. That scared the shit out of me.
That's.
How powerful this is.
I'm gonna have to.
I didn't either.
Get one of
That's
those.
awesome. That was awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll clean.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Thank you, guys. That was great. Nice.
All right.
Rick says, clean up, I won.
Yeah.
Scared the shit
Do
out
it.
of me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a cool
Well.
cake.
Lost my beer and all the excitement.
Yeah, what happened there? I kind of blacked out for a minute. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you switched that jar out. Nice.
I did switch
Glad
the
you
jar
were-
out.
Glad someone was on it. Yeah, appreciate all the happy birthdays. Yeah, thank you guys.
It was eating in my conscience earlier to not say happy birthday to you when I walked in the door, but I knew this was happening. So
Oh, you knew the whole time?
yeah.
So nice.
So did he.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I texted him.
What the hell? I thought you just showed up and were winging
No.
it or something.
No, this was all.
It was
Everybody knew.
It was orchestrated.
Even all the watchers, the viewers. Yeah, they all knew.
Everyone
knew
in the
about
chat.
this too?
Everyone in the chat knew.
You guys are tight-lipped. It's a big circle to contain.
Oh, we're guessing proof.
We're guessing the proof. Motor City Hellbilly, you're not wrong.
And this jar is also not the jar to win the steal.
This ain't the jar. But it is good practice.
This is a practice jar.
Bragging rights. What was the last
Jar
one?
number 1 was 124.
124.
Give you the bubble shake so you can guess.
The bubble
What
shake.
is that? How much proof is in that jar right there?
Sounds like a dance move. I was out there on the dance floor last night. I tore my knee up a little bit down there at the Electric Cowboy doing a bubble shake. And I'm still recovering. Might need to go to rehab. Not for the bubble shake injury, but
Something else.
the 50 beers that led me to that point.
Something else.
My mother, I love you. Glad I got to have lunch with you today. It's good to see you. Yeah, no, appreciate it, guys. Yep.
All right, Trickster. Was it Trickster that said write it off camera? Giving us that little.
Yeah, let's
that
do
little
a
tidbit.
test run on the. Nobody can see that.
Nobody saw that.
Fort Knox of proof jar writings.
Announce it quick. I'm about to start losing the comments. There's so many.
Okay, jar number 2 came out at 118 proof.
Okay.
Brain
Ooh.
fart got it, but you were pretty late on it, brother.
First one, Joe Parks.
Joe Parks, the sweet Joe Parks, she nailed it.
Yeah.
What are you, like 29 now? You flatter me. You flatter me.
Do you feel older? Anything different?
No.
Was this the year you're like, God dang, I am getting old?
No, my knees have hurt for years, so I feel like I've been getting good at getting old.
Right.
Well, what do you say? You wanna bring up the wheel of?
Ooh, bring up the wheel. Look
There
at that.
are the names right there.
Collector Rick, Joe Parks, Terry Clark. Got a lot of familiar folks here in the chat that are with us. Isn't that cool? That's something.
Yeah, and remember, we're going to spin this wheel. If your name gets chosen, that means you get eliminated. The last name on the wheel is the winner of the 8-gallon dual-purpose Pro Mile Hi Still. So, I don't know. Why don't go ahead and give it a spin?
Let's rip one of these off here.
We'll
Sure
see
thing.
who stays.
Please
and
don't be
who is
Joe.
Gone.
I'm rooting for Joe, and I don't care who knows it.
No!
Way, dude.
Oh,
Joe, I'm
you
sorry.
jinxed her.
No, well,
Gosh dang it.
it says we have a winner, but you know,
Rules is rules.
sorry.
Damn, that sucks. Joe.
Yeah, I hate that. It's the worst outcome.
That's a bummer. That's an absolute bummer. We got to take a minute before we spin this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pour one out for my homies.
Jason says, "What a jinx!"
It kind of was, man.
It was kind of a jinx.
It kind of was. Jason said rigged. I think he was the beneficiary of that still. Would she have won?
Yeah, Joe had already said if she won it, she was giving it to Jason.
Joe's a winner in all our hearts. Yes, she is.
That's true.
Gosh dang it.
Well, I don't know. Are you going to cut into this? You going to take it home? What are you going to do?
I don't think I'm eating any cake right
Are
now.
you guys hanging
You
out
guys are
for
more than
cake?
welcome to have some.
Are you guys hanging out
I'm
for
not eating
cake?
cake right now. It'd be in my beard the whole time.
Oh, we got plates.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can grab them.
It'd be all up in here. You guys want cake? Go ahead. But
Yeah, we gotta eat cake.
this is something that I've got to eat in the privacy of my own home or something.
Really?
Oh, because of the beard.
The beard. Yeah.
Oh.
No deal. I did just trim my mustache.
It's going to get all over mine too.
Yeah.
I'll go grab some forks.
Okay. Look at you. It's ready. Get me back on camera.
God, dog.
What? Do what?
Richard, oddly enough, you were one away. You were one number off on one of the store orders from being on that wheel. Oh yeah, the cake does have my age on it, if anyone was wondering. 29, not far off. Zach, can you send me some cake? Duke, man, that's a long trip for a piece of cake. I'll think about it. I'll contemplate it. If you behave tonight, I'll consider it. If you don't want a flavor saver. Winsong, you're absolutely getting a piece of cake. Big old corner piece. What do you like? Winsong, you like corner pieces?
She's going to want the middle.
Okay. We'll give you the... Yeah, here you go. Cake flip?
Oh, I mean, up to you. It's your birthday.
Cake flip?
No.
Cake
What
flip?
is a cake flip?
That's where you
You're going to
flip
flip the cake?
Yeah,
No.
it's a tradition.
Take the candles out.
It's a tradition.
Yeah, we always do it.
Flip.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you
Our
got
family thing. Flip. Okay, flip.
Ain't lost one yet, man.
What? I've never heard of that.
You never seen that?
Never seen.
Oh yeah.
Go to your
She had a killer one on New Year's. Her birthday's on New Year's.
Oh.
There was, yeah.
You're one for two.
Yeah. It's there, but.
Oh, jeez. That stressed me out.
Yeah, I was like, what in the world?
Why are we doing that? Are we going to enjoy
Why are you
it?
going to ruin a perfectly good cake?
Yeah.
It happens. I've seen some cakes completely eat it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is a hard cake too, so that was a real gamble.
Oof.
I love
Oh
herbs.
man, it looks like it's gonna be so good.
Let's rip another wheel spin, brother.
Sure.
All right, one more elimination round coming up.
We got...
Now, also, we've got some names on here that you may be in the chat under a different handle on YouTube.
You should
so-
let us know if you're on here. And for the online orders, I took the last names out and only put the first letter, with the exclusion of Terry, who his YouTube handle on here is Terry Clark. So,
We ready?
Yep.
Ready?
All right, let's go.
Spin that wheel.
Ooh.
Oh, Hearth
man.
B is out.
Keith, sorry about that, brother.
Heath, not Hearth.
Who's Hearth?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's very tiny. I was
It
reading
is
Hearth.
small. It is small. I'll give it
And
that.
I can barely see, so.
What do you think? Should we just rip another one?
Sure.
Hit it.
Jason says, I'm not sure why y'all are spinning the wheel. I was the first to claim the steal.
Trial by combat up here.
And clarified that any misspelling or pronunciation was an error.
Oops, my finger slipped.
Oops.
Ooh.
Steven.
You were.
Steve is out.
How many we got left on there now?
3-7.
Yep.
3, 6,
7
7.
left.
You got a 1. If you're on here, you got a 1 in 7 shot at her, which is kind of wild. Mile Hi Dual Purpose Pro.
8-gallon dual purpose pro from Mile Hi. Long-standing steel design that they've been selling for years.
I don't want one right now, babe. Thank you, though. I'll get one.
Thank you. I'm gonna eat some cake.
A little reserve.
I'll definitely have some of that. Oh yeah.
Leave Windsong a centerpiece if you don't mind.
Oh, of course.
That's a sweet rig you got there. Thank you, Backwoods.
Backwoods has got him one of them.
Over 100 viewers, yeah. Yep. We,
Right now we're sitting at 98, 90, 97, 98.
99.
Yeah. Thank you.
97. 98, sorry.
All right. Pick me, got no place to put it. Man,
You can give it away.
I mean, if I want it, I'd get rid of the recliner or something. I don't know what I'd do, but I'm not gonna have no place to put it.
And make some room, brother.
Yeah. Make some room.
Oh, the 8-gallon Mile Hi rig. Yes, sir. That is a wonderful still. Been using it for years. Love it. The versatility of it is what makes it awesome.
All right.
High-low jack in the winter takes a hand.
How much shine can a shiner drink if a shiner could drink shine? Let's spin that beautiful wheel one more time real
You
quick.
bet. You bet.
The suspense is killing me. Oh, that was a close one there. Jack M. Sorry, brother.
Is Terry in here?
Terry Clark, you in here, brother?
Usually in the morning live.
I know I talked to Harry, and he was a gifted membership. Or maybe he was a phone order. I think it was a phone order, actually, and he pops in here every once in a while. He was last time I talked to him on the phone, he was pretty excited about this whole
Pretty
deal.
stoked, yeah.
I tell you right now, whoever ends up winning will probably call him on the live maybe and let them know.
Yeah, if we got their number.
Yeah, we should have their number.
There's a couple in here.
Collector Rick, I don't have his number, I don't think.
Yeah.
But he's in here with us, so he'll know instantly. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Whiskey Rebel says this is honestly a blast to watch. It's a blast to do.
Yeah.
for
This
sure.
is a lot of fun.
Ember says I just got into distilling, and the beginner corn mash recipe is amazing.
That is a good one.
It's a good one.
A ton of people have told us how good that is. I don't think anyone has said that's not that good.
Is he talking about the beginner bourbon or the super simple?
I would assume the super simple, but
Yeah.
could be the beginner.
Very popular kit online. All right. Yadam, let's take another rip.
Sure.
Another elimination coming up.
What are our odds right now? 1 in 6?
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Winsong says the clapping sound effects for the ones being removed is kind of harsh. Funny, but harsh.
Are you putting some claps in there?
I don't
I
hear any
didn't.
claps.
Oh, it's probably just. Oh no, it's on this.
Oh, you know what? I can fix that.
Yeah,
I kinda like the
we're not
claps.
hearing any claps here. so.
Yeah, I kind of like the claps.
Yeah.
But you're right.
That's kind of add insult to injury.
It does. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh,
Terry Clark
Terry.
has been eliminated.
Dude, Rick's hanging on by the.
Rick, brother, you're hanging in there.
I don't know. We've been jinxing people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry I said that, Rick. When you do an all grain mash, you have to strain the grains off before you run it, right?
Yes, no matter what, you got to strain the grains off before you run it. You may be talking about doing an off-the-grain ferment where you strain the grains before you ferment, but that you do not have to do. In fact, my preference is to leave the grains in the ferment, but every time you put it in the still, you don't want to put your grains in there unless you have a very specific type of still that most home distillers do not have that can tolerate having the grains inside.
Joe said they're just messing with you. It was the first one picked that won. I wish, Joe.
I wish.
Man.
Honestly.
Seriously, appreciate the gift over there on Talkland. Man, we're having so much fun. Let's just do it again.
Dang. Bada bing, bada boom.
Spin that thing, cuzzo.
Sure. I was going to let you read that comment.
Oh, Adam. That was the first time I ever heard a guy say he likes the claps. I get it.
I get it.
Here we
I
are.
get it.
Iron Duke jumps in there. Wind song? Oh, Harry is out. Harry is out.
Do I next time I talk to that guy on the phone, do I tell him like, hey, by the way, I don't know if you caught the giveaway live, but
You almost made it.
You almost
we're
did
4
it.
clicks away from winning.
Yeah.
And by the way, almost is the same as not winning.
25% chance. Can Collector Rick hold on?
1 and 4.
Robert is also in here, and he actually is on this wheel for doing the gifted memberships.
Is Robert in here right now?
Robert, you in here, brother?
Let us know if you're hanging out in here right now. Surely he would have already said something.
I would think so.
We've got a lot of
He's
chatter
like, "Hey, I'm
tonight,
late."
though. It's hard to keep
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Mean Dealer says, I've got a false bottom in my still. Can I do a run with grain sitting in a brew? A brew in a bag, grain bag on top of the false bottom. I wouldn't put a grain bag in your still. And I don't know.
If there's some folks in here that have like the T500, I think that's a capability.
Yeah.
Maybe those folks. I've never done that. So
That's probably what
I
he
don't know.
has. It appears to me, at least from the outside looking in, that most people that are overseas, the types of still they have are normally those little
Some
kettle
version
stills.
of the T500.
Yeah, where they're all electric. You just plug them in and you. So I don't know. I'm just really not familiar with those. Have you ever ran one of those?
No.
I haven't either.
Nope.
Give him hell, Rick. Everyone's cheering for Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert Sebastian is here.
Nice. You're still in here, bro.
Dude, you and Rick are dueling right now.
Yeah.
Let's take one more out of the.
All right.
Oh, it's getting antsy. We got 2 people on the wheel still in the chat. Wait. What?
No, Mark Turner. He said Mark was like, I got one. I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't know.
I have.
Are you Mike T?
Mark is which one of those is your name, Bo?
It's getting down to the nut cutting.
Mark
We
Morgan
wanna
says
spin
quit
it again?
jinxing people.
Yeah, actually.
Dwayne
Oh,
says,
he's probably saying he's got a T500.
Oh, I got you. Hold on, I want to read that. Where'd it go? Collector Rig says they're not smart enough to rig it right.
I mean, these 2 aren't smart enough.
Yeah.
These 2 right here aren't smart enough.
Yeah, I'm just writing down numbers and handing them to Adam. All right, let's take another one off.
All right, we ready?
We are using random generators, so
Yeah.
it's not rigged.
Here we are.
Here we go.
Top 3 coming soon.
Come on.
Ooh.
Oh man, is it gonna
Mike
come
T
down
is
to the?
gone.
Is it gonna come down to the 2 in the chat?
2 in the chat, and then Carl.
Ooh.
Wow.
Man, look at that.
1 in 3 chance. Somebody.
Rimfire says, "Come on, Rick, bring it to Ohio."
Yeah, I like that.
How you gonna root against Robert like that, man? He's in here.
Oh, somebody's going to win this 8-gallon dual-purpose Pro.
I've had a lot of fun doing this one.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Like the whole month. I mean, it's,
This is a fun way to do the giveaway, I think.
Yeah.
Instead of just picking.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
And then there were 3.
Yeah, that's right.
Spin faster. Rick's about to pass out.
Some honey shine. That's right. Rob's going to win the still? Well, we're going to find out.
Rob, Rick, what are you guys thinking right now? Like, what do
Yeah.
you, I mean, what's the thought process here? I mean, I understand that a lot of this is just kind of outside of your control, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would be like,
Pacing.
Yeah. There's been a lot of people in the chat suggesting that whoever the winner is has to send everyone a sample. So
yeah.
Ooh, that's a cool idea.
You for sure are gonna have to send us one. I mean, that's a kind of a foregone conclusion. But
Joe says B Silver and Mile High.
At least a handshake. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, let's get one more.
Here we go.
The final two coming up. Who's it gonna be? We got Carl. We got Rick. We got Rob.
Oh, dadgummit. There goes Rob. He's out.
Rob, dude, you were one of the last three standing, brother.
All right, it's time for a break. No, I'm just.
I would do it.
I don't know what time is it.
I would do it.
6:30.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break. Let's take a break.
All right. Got to stay till after the intermission.
Go back to the wide zoom.
Oh, jeez.
All right, guys. If you don't know or you missed the first part of the live, you're going to see what happened before we started the cameras up today. You're going to see the mash that went into the steel that we are going to soon be enjoying. Take this time, go have a beer, maybe a bathroom break. I don't know. But we will be back shortly, and you will see the winner of the Dual Purpose Mile Hi Pro.
We are so bad.
Yeah.
Well, this live's going to be one for the books. Not giving one still away, but two of them.
Dos.
The winner of the May Mile Hi still giveaway is going to be announced tonight, as well as a little members only bonus.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a membership, you might want to grab one. If you do have a membership and you guess the correct proof tonight, you're going to get this 5-gallon Whiskey Still Pro. And I'm jacked about it, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Giving 2 stills away in one night. We've never done that before.
Never done that before.
Yeah.
So, super excited about it. And, so it's super easy to grab a membership if you don't already have one. There's a money sign button, or is it a...
I think it says join, and on the desktop, there's a join button next to the subscribe button, and I think there is a $ button on the phone app. Not real sure.
Easy enough. If you're an iPhone user, you might have to go to a web browser. iPhone and the YouTube membership things don't exactly align, but Adam can get that information in the chat for us. Good luck to everybody that's going to be guessing proof tonight, and I hope you win.
And also, the entire month of June, we're giving more of these away.
That's right. We're giving 5 of them away in total, and that's also a super easy process to be able to get entered. It's going to start over every week, so every week there's going to be a separate still giveaway, and any purchases made on stillintheclear.com are going to qualify you for an entry. And as always, grain kits and ingredient kits are going to get you 2 entries. If you go the first week and you're not the lucky winner, you're going to have 3 more shots at it. So I'm super excited for this opportunity. Big shout out to Whiskey Still Pro. I think that they have an awesome product that lends itself to making a variety of different spirits. But my favorite thing to run on the Alembic is the brandies.
Yeah.
I love running brandies on Alembics.
Brandy, rum, whiskey, those are the 3 things that this still is very good at. And it's also a very good first-time still. The cost is much lower than some of these custom stills that we're usually running. So not a lot of money to get into it on one of these stills. Very simple to use, very simple design, no complex parts to, make the running tricky or anything like that. No reflux, no anything like that. Very simple to run, perfect for, a beginner.
Yeah, run it on your stovetop at the house.
Yeah.
Great size, cool still. Happy that one of you is going to be taking it home with you. So,
also giving one away in your live.
yeah, I've got a 24-hour live coming up the 13th and 14th of June. Going to start at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on the 13th on not only this channel, but my TikTok, the Homebrew Center YouTube. We're going to be a few different places. And, going to be giving a still away during that shenanigan.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
All right, well, let's get into what we're doing tonight.
Let's do it.
All right, so we know we're going to get this thing off in a 5-gallon alembic tonight and run it. Super happy with this recipe, how it's turned out before. Hope it turns out as good as it has in the past. This is a 50-50 blend of Hickory King White and Trucker's Favorite White, 2 heirloom corns that we sell on Stolen Clear, and a little bit of oats in this one. These daddy yeast, and so yeah, we're about to find out how many gallons we can get out of this. I've got 2 gallons free and clear up here at the top. I've got a marker on the other side of this fermenter that I can see. So we've got 2 gallons up here. We got
Whatever we got in there.
how are we gonna get that out?
Let's use the Hillbilly 3000.
Hillbilly 3000. All right.
We're gonna press the liquid out. This has, you can definitely smell the difference that the oats added.
Yeah.
You can smell the oats in that.
Yeah.
It smells amazing.
It smells really good. Yeah, super happy to see how this turns out. I think before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's see how many gallons we can get out of it.
Let's do it.
All right.
So we've added all the mash to this strainer that is inside of a bucket that has holes in it, that is inside of another bucket that only has 1 hole in it, and we're just letting it, upside down. What the hell? Okay.
What the hell?
And it's just, gravity is just draining the liquid out of that. We'll let that do its thing just naturally for, 10, 15 minutes. And then once it's kind of done draining all of its own off, we will stick it into the Hillbilly 3000 and press the rest of it out with the truck jack.
Modern problems require modern solutions. This is cutting-edge technology developed at the Homebrew Center by the Stolen Clear and its affiliates. We're happy to introduce this technology to the public.
It was, there was this guy at one point in time.
There's always a guy, man.
There was this guy at one point in time, he made this thing called a light bulb. It was the best invention ever made at that point in time. And now there's this. The Hillbilly 3000 came next.
All right, well, we got our mash redneckified here. Got it all pressed through the Redneck 3000. Ended up with about 5 gallons, which I'm pretty happy with, considering how much grain was in that bucket.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get less, but got plenty to make a good, solid, complete run in the Whiskey Still Pro Alembic 5-gallon still. Giving one of these away tonight, so
Pretty excited about that. Yep, all that's left to do now is to paste up these 2 little joints here and cut the still on, and we'll be rolling.
yeah.
Sit back, grab a beer, and enjoy the show.
See you in a bit.
With the watered down whiskeys that leave you disappointed.
Lots of people like whiskey. Question is, do you love it? It's time to go pro. Painstakingly handcrafted, 100% copper, designed to detoxify. The purest drink you can make at home. Whiskey Still Pro, for whiskey lovers only.
We are back.
And we're back. Man, the suspense is killing me. How are you guys doing with it?
I mean,
Also,
Let's pull the wheel up. Let's take the wheel back down. Huh? It's a lot of power to have, isn't it? Isn't that a fun time we're all having together?
I did see that KRB was asking about the still, asked how much do you get out of a 5-gallon still? And so this, number one, it depends on what the ABV was that went into the still. And I'm not sure what it was, but it was a little light. It was a little light because I know that because we started at 124, and usually this still can kick off at like 130.
Yeah, so it finished out at 995, and the starting gravity was 1067. So,
Yeah, so 8.5%, 9% ABV. But typically, and also it's going to depend, like if you're talking about final product, that also depends on how you make your cuts. We will probably get
Half gallon?
half a gallon out of this run, but you could theoretically get a gallon out of it.
Yeah. If you bumped it up, if you've got a high proof mash or something that you like to run, you can get a gallon off of it.
Paul Johnson says he feels like he's been violated.
Have we even proofed this one yet?
We haven't proofed this jar. This is jar number 3.
I saw some guesses going in there. This won't be the giveaway.
This is not the giveaway jar.
Maybe the next one. I don't know. We're going to find out.
And people are throwing their guesses in.
Okay. I think I see someone in there that hit it. I don't know if you were first, but you got it.
Give you a little jar shake.
A little shake of the jar.
Bubble shake. Do the bubble shake dance.
Scott, you better take it easy on those J-bones, my man.
Man, people start guessing 5 minutes before we start proofing.
Before they ever see the bubbles.
Scroll up as far as you can go.
All right, I'm there.
All right, I'm just going to tell you before I write it down, since everybody's pretty much got their guesses in.
Yep.
Oop, and there comes the 112.
There's about 12 112s. So,
Oh, okay. So I'll just tell you, this jar number 3, came out at 109 proof.
109.
Rick McCollum.
Jar number 3, who was it?
Rick McCollum.
Oh,
Rick McCollum.
Is it, okay. Roger, I'm trying to read your comment here. So is it true if it's lower, say 8%, it will have better flavor? Not necessarily. Maybe. That's a depends type question. But no. I mean, there's not a definitive answer I can give you on that. 8% lower, you are absolutely going to carry over less percent alcohol, right? In terms of all the other stuff that's going to come off into your jar. You're going to have a lower proof. Are you going to have more flavor? Yes. But as Flatland Hillbilly in the pinned comment there says, Terry Baldwin says, depends. Bro.
It depends. And here's what I think is the best way to answer that question. The more runs you make at different ABVs, you will start to figure out, oh, I like them most when they come out right here.
Yeah.
And so, like for me, I like it right about where it is, 165, 170, 175 for like if I'm doing a whiskey or a brandy or something like that.
Yep.
That's where I like it. But some people like it a lot higher. And so it really is just going to mostly depend on your preference. And that just takes doing it and trying it and figuring out where you like it.
All right, let's pull the wheel up for real this time.
All right. For the winner, to find out who the last man standing is, spin that wheel for us, Bubba.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Drum roll, please.
Oh,
damn it.
Hey, man, Collector Rick. Oh no, he got eliminated.
He
got
did.
Oh
eliminated.
no.
He did.
It's
Man,
Carl.
I went the other way with that. Sorry about that, Rick.
Carl is the last man standing.
All right. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll go back there on the order screen, and I got that number memorized. What I'm going to do is pull up Carl's, hopefully he's got a phone number attached to his order, and if he does, I'm going to give him a ring on the live and let him know he just won a whiskey still.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a fun thing to do. I'll be right back.
Mile Hi Distilling. All right, got background, my errands and workout just in time. Congrats, Carl. Yeah, so.
Hey, give me that order number one more time. 8547?
Hang on.
remember.
8547.
Yeah, so if you want to hang out for a little bit there, Boo, we're going to call him on the live and let him know he won. Yeah, too bad he's not in here. You're right, Winsong. So Dig Dug says you misspelled Doug. 5 seconds to claim. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying the live. And don't forget, we still have another still we're giving away tonight. That's not all the fun. We got another one that we're giving out. Uncle Moonshine says 876-5309. Looking forward to meeting you and Zach at the Moonshine Festival. Yeah, man, I'm a free thinker. I'm glad you're coming. Can't wait to meet you. It's going to be a good time. Going to be a good time. I mean, you guys are talking a lot about meetups. It would be nice to like do an actual meetup during the festival. That would be cool as hell.
Hey, brother. My name's Zach. I'm with Stone Clear. And,
I assume his sound is still on?
I think he set his mic right there.
Oh, he's calling right now. Oh, he's getting permission. Getting permission to be on the live. Limbic Dave, this is a great way to spend the night. Great entertainment. How about an auction for a good cause? Yeah, I would be down for that. In fact, we do already have a cause that we support.
hold on 1 second here, Carl. All right, so I got Carl. You're on the phone. You're on the live. Appreciate you allowing us to call you. I'm here with Cyrus, still in the clear.
Woo! Congratulations, Carl.
And brother, I just wanted to tell you, you won the Mile Hi Dual Purpose Pro this month.
Are you shitting me?
No, man, you got her, brother.
Love it when a plan comes together.
Absolutely, brother. Man, I hope it's a good tool in your arsenal, and man, we're happy you won it, and we're happy to have you as a customer, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah. So good news. The Mile Hi Dual Purpose Pro is going to be getting shipped to you. And what kind of still are you running right now, Carl?
Right now I have a so flustered I can't even think. I'm standing here in my shack looking at it. It's it's a copper still coal.
Okay.
Nice.
So I ordered it last summer. I'm new to all this stuff. I started. I actually make maple syrup as a large hobby, very small hobby. And I work full time, but a guy at work asked me, "Hey, you ever try making moonshine out of your syrup?" I said no. So that's how it started, and I'm getting really into it and having fun. So.
Well, heck yeah, brother. Have you ever run a column still before?
I have not. I've seen a few videos on them, but I have not.
You're in for a treat, man. They're super versatile. You're going to have a high range of stuff you can do. You can make high-proof neutral spirits with them. They come with D-flags and all kinds of cool stuff. So you got a few more tools in the old tool belt.
He also has a choice. You also have a choice. You can get that column in either stainless or copper. What would you prefer?
Well, with being new, I would probably prefer copper. But what do you recommend?
I mean, either or works great. It's the one I've been using for a long time is copper, and it works great.
I think I'll stick with copper. Try to be a little more traditional. My dad tapped his first maple tree in 1937. Let's keep shit that way.
All right, cool. Sounds great, man.
Well, all right, Carl, man. I'm not going to keep you too long. Just wanted to call and share the good news, brother.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much. So you got my address and everything, I assume, from my order?
Yeah, I got everything from your order. Is that the same shipping address you'd like to use to get the still?
Absolutely, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, bro. The fine folks over at Mile Hi are going to get that shipped to you, brother.
That is absolutely awesome. Cool. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Congratulations. Thanks for your business.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Bye. That guy was super stoked
He
about
was
it.
very stoked.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Love that. That said, the still giveaway is not over. We are going to be giving away one more still live tonight, and it is going to be, what do you think? Maybe this next jar that comes off? Is that how we want to do it?
Yeah, we can do it.
All right, here's what you got to do to be eligible to win this bad boy. We have memberships. Some of you have been gifted memberships, and some of you are gifting other people memberships. All you got to do is have one. So everybody that's in the chat that's got one of those little circles still in the clear logos, right? They're a member.
Tell them that their guesses don't count right now.
Your guesses don't. They do not. Absolutely don't count right now. We are going to wait until the jar hits the table, right? Then you can start your guessing. We'll go through them, spend a little extra time making sure we know we get the right person. But all you got to do on those memberships, if you want one and you don't have one, Adam, how do they do that? How do they get a membership if they don't have one?
Drop that link, that membership link.
Yep. There's a little join.
Is it as easy as clicking the link?
Yeah.
It can be.
It even works for the Apple people.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So a lot easier. So yeah, all you got to do is be a member and guess the correct proof of the next jar that comes off the still, and we are going to be, got this thing backwards here, shipping you one of these bad boys. Exactly what we're running tonight. A lot of people have asked, like, what's the best thing? Like, what are you running that? What's my favorite? There's a lot of things you can run on them, of course, but my favorite thing to run on them is a brandy.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool.
Any spirit that you would typically be happy with on a single pot run, so your brandy, rum, whiskeys, they do well in this still.
Yep. Hammered all copper alembic, oldest still design that we know of. Yeah, they're pretty cool little. Also, they're really pretty. I've said this before. Some of you know. This is the only still my wife allows me to keep in our home because it's kind of pretty. It's a cool conversation piece.
It is.
Yeah. So the next jar. You've got some time. If you don't have a membership and you want to join and participate, you got time to do it. Otherwise, it's for members only. Just a little extra for the members.
Already got 2 new joiners: Charlene Henderson.
Oh, nice.
Daryl St. John.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Welcome to the fam. I think I'm going to take them up on this cake at this point. How'd the logo taste?
It honestly wasn't bad.
On cakes.
Yeah, that is wild.
Collector Rick says, "You should have to be present?" ?
Well, I mean, for this one, absolutely.
Yeah, for this one, it's baked in, right? It's baked in that you have to be present. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jason's asking if anyone's going to the Popcorn Sutton Festival. I am not. I have seen a lot of videos, like on TikTok and stuff, of people getting ready to go.
Killed that baby, bro.
Iowa Free Thinker says sweet corn from Moonshine is my favorite to run on that still. Yeah, that's a good one on that still for certain. My wife, she has one of those stills. My wife is Windsong in here in case anybody doesn't know. But
love you, baby.
She runs lots of, see y'all later. Bye. She runs a lot of mountain brandy in hers, and it turns out great. Yeah, this has been a fun live.
Yeah.
It's been a good one.
Yeah.
Been a lot of fun.
Carl Thomas, welcome to Still Hand.
Nice. Carl Thomas joined.
That was the winner of the still.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Nice.
I believe. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, Carl.
Hang on. No. Carl L.
Carl L.
Oh.
Yeah, this is Carl.
Different Carl.
Sorry about that.
different Carl. Different Carl.
We don't do those notifications. They don't come up in the chat.
No, unfortunately not. I'm just looking at the YouTube right now to see who joins. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Moonshine and Lawrence Jason. Is this a 24-hour live? Nope. The 24-hour live is going to be going the 13th and the 14th, brother.
Mudgrip says,
Also, good to see you. Miss Shine, thanks for the gift.
Mudgrip said, may just order one. To hell with all this anxiety.
That would be easier, yeah.
Well, we did drop a link. Go check them out at least. Find out how much they are and get you one.
I want the 5-gallon to make a thumper for my 10-gallon. Yeah, Backwoods is a religious alembic.
Yeah, and he's also handy enough to actually make that happen.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, Backwoods has got that 10-gallon alembic. He's I've seen him running that several times on live. Miss Shine, how are you?
I take it that the TikTokers probably would need to join the YouTube channel to be able to.
The TikTok, yeah. So if you are on TikTok and you want a shot at winning this 5-gallon alembic that we're about to give away here in about 10 minutes or so, all you got to do is go to the Still and Clear YouTube page.
I posted the link.
Click that link. Yep, that's all you got to do.
It's $1.99 a month.
You can do
and we do morning lives for members only. We do member polls where they get to choose what we're running sometimes and different things. And so a lot of extra
logos.
fun.
They picked this logo. I can never get the pointing down.
Yeah.
They picked that logo.
Lots of extra fun for the members.
Yeah. They picked, what was it, last week? They picked all the flavors, the post flavors that we made. They get a lot of say in a bunch of the stuff we do. Mean Diller, how many generations of UJ SSM can you go without changing the yeast?
You will end up assuming that you don't put anything too hot in your batch. Like a lot of times people will take off the back set and they'll pour it in to do their next gen. Sometimes if that's too hot, you denature the yeast.
You'll nuke it.
And it's done. And it really, as long as you don't do that, you can do it as many times as you want. You'll end up stopping the generations just because at some point people start getting these odd flavors and they just start over. I've heard people going as high as like generation 12. But most of the time I see people starting over after like generation 8 or 9.
Yeah, Lynn Ginden. Great channel, learned so much. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate you being here.
Oh, Mrs. Shine says my husband, Mark Turner's on YouTube.
That's Miss Turner Shine right there.
Nice.
Yeah, they're a cool couple.
Is there a way that I can look and see that he is a member on the YouTube, or do we know that he's a member on the YouTube?
Who's that?
Her husband, Mark.
Oh, I don't know. Is it? You said he just got a member?
She said that my husband is on YouTube. I think she was implying that he's a member, but I was going to look and make sure.
He might be.
Okay, I'm going to try to figure that out.
Can the sweet feed be run for another generation?
Yes, that super simple beginner recipe. You can do multiple generations with it. Basically, any sugar wash is a good candidate for a sour mash. It's the all grains that get difficult because of all the extra grain.
Mark, you have a 2-month membership. You got a red badge beside your name there. Yep. If you've got a badge, a little circle beside your name, that means you were either gifted one or you bought one.
You can also tell, I think, in the chat because of the color of your chat.
I'm looking at Mark Turner right now. He does not have a membership.
Oh, okay.
Seriously says over on TikTok, I know of a brewery in Tennessee that was able to use the same yeast for 32 batches of 20 BBL beers.
Nice. Which is not the same as a sour mash, right? BBL beers. Yeah, that's pretty wild though. 32 batches.
Mudgrips asks, how many times can you reuse the mash before regenerating ingredients?
So, again, this is kind of a preference thing, but most people, especially if you're using the corn will start to turn a gray color, and they'll start taking out half of the corn and putting new corn in with each generation to start kind of recycling. And that usually starts happening around Gen 5.
Rick McCollum says, I actually did the super simple beginner as a sour mash, and it turned out amazing.
Nice. Boo says, have to take the pup for a walk and get dinner ready, so gonna head out. Just wanted to thank everyone again for participating in the giveaway, and thanks to Cyrus and Zach for the partnership.
Let's
You
get
bet,
some,
brother.
Let's
Thank
get
you.
some. Let's get some handshakes, some claps in the chat for Mile Hi Boo over there. All his whole team, great people, great stills, and happy to have been able to work with them for a full month. And I'm sure we'll be doing it again at some point. Very exciting. Mudgrips and Moonshine asks, what color will the blue hybrid turn? I would assume that if you're talking about it in a sour mash situation, it's probably going to turn that same gray color that the other grains.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that for sure, but I would assume so also.
Alembic Dave asks, what if you replace the corn with rye?
You can still do sour mash.
Are there any grains that you can't do a sour mash with?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't
but,
know of any.
I mean, the biggest difference, I think, is the difference between a sugar shine and an all grain mash.
Right.
Because with the all grain mash, you just end up with so much grain.
Right.
So that's the real key. Just about any sugar mash you want to do can be a sour mash. Even like a straight sugar mash without any grain, you can still make a sour mash out of that.
That's true. What would the thought process be there as far as just holding off? I mean, more or less back set, or like how are you going to get that kind of sour mash flavor just with the sugar, no grain?
So it's just going to be a different sour mash. So just like when you make a corn liquor, it tastes different than if you make a rye liquor.
Yeah.
They're both whiskeys, and a sour mash is the same way. They're both
It's still
sour
the same
mash.
even if you don't have any grain.
You just have different flavors. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what constitutes a sour mash is taking a portion of your back set and reusing it. That's the part that makes it sour.
Okay.
Earl says, I tried the caramel apple y'all did, and it is delicious. Yes, we are well aware of how good that is. All right. Well, that jar's, it's almost there. It's getting
Almost
there.
Gonna be any minute now. Be giving away this little beauty.
Shipping it right to your front door. The first of 5 we are giving away this month. We're going to give one away every live this month. Plus, Zach is going to give one away during his 24-hour live over on his TikTok channel. So that's going to be the 13th and the 14th, going live from 5 p.m. on Friday to 5 p.m. on Saturday. He's going to be running multiple stills. Got 150 gallons of mash over here to keep him busy for 24 hours. Going to be running 2 stills at a time. It's going to be wild.
It's gonna be a wild ride. Don't really know how everything's gonna go. Hope it goes well. But it's gonna be, 2 stills at a time, multiple reservoirs. Changing water out, pulling jars, siphoning mash. It's gonna be, I think I've had there's been a couple guys over on TikTok that are like, well, I've ran 24 hours before. Yeah, on a 1,000-gallon still, or a 500-gallon still, where you're just
You have no choice.
Yeah, you're running, but it's all running into 5-gallon buckets, and every 20, 30 minutes or so, you're changing out a 5-gallon bucket, a 10-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I'm running 2 stills tandem, changing them out. They're gonna be hot. Probably gonna burn myself at some point, I'm sure. I gotta be careful about that, especially as the bush lights start coming on.
Yeah. Brian asks suggestions for electric for alembic. So if you want to run electric on this 5-gallon alembic, you can run it off your stovetop. If you have if you have an electric stove, you can do it that way. Otherwise, it's a hot plate. And if you have the skills, you can solder in a 2-inch port and use a 2-inch heating element with a controller. If you have the ability to do that or know somebody.
Seriously, over on TikTok says, honestly, without a lactobacillus or Pronounce that word for me.
Pediococcus.
Pediococcus. During the fermentation, not sure you can call it sour. What's your take on that?
I'm not sure that's correct, but I will also admit that could be the distinction, but I don't think it is. I think the distinction is the back set. But I'm willing to just give it to you and say, okay, yeah.
Uncle Moonshine says, I'll be a steel hand for you, Zach.
Hell yeah.
Lord knows I could use the help, brother. Mud Group says, that's too many big words.
Rick says he's up 8 subscribers since 2001. Hell yeah.
Steve Howell says, I just started up last year with a Beaver 13-gallon still, and I don't even drink, LOL, but I do a run every week, and all the folks at work absolutely love what I bring them. Well, that's awesome, Steve.
That's awesome. You're not alone. There's a lot of people that don't really drink that run shine or make beer. Or
way
make
more
wine.
common than what people think, that someone enjoys to make it, but they don't drink for a variety of different reasons. But yeah, pretty cool, Steve. Ray says sour mash is reusing the fermentables in the fermenter. You don't need to add yeast again to ferment. JD is made with sour mash. Yeah, in most cases you would probably be fine without the additional pitch of yeast, barring any kind of a pH crash or the addition of a maybe a back set that's too hot, like Cyrus was saying earlier, where you denature your yeast. You shouldn't normally have to. You are correct about that, but there are times when stuff happens, man. Pitch a little bit more yeast in there. That said, not that big a deal. Daddy yeast is pretty inexpensive. Steve Howell, how do you win it? Well, if you're talking about the 5-gallon alembic here, you're already over on YouTube. All you got to do, really, within the next 2 minutes. Adam, do you want to drop that link one more time? It's just a lot easier. You click this link, you become a member. This is going to be a members-only guess the proof. We're going to pull a jar off here. The first person to correctly guess the proof of the next jar that we pull off that is a member that lives in the U.S. is going to win this 5-gallon alembic still.
Working on it.
Yup. Rick says, I don't drink much. The caramel apple that
Ray
I
says you're
made.
killing my chances, Adam.
The caramel apple that I made from the post flavor last week, I have drank more than I should have this week.
Rick, it's easy to do. I was trying to warn you guys, like that's not for the camera. That is my genuine reaction to that stuff. It is a full-blown, absolute problem.
It is a paste to seal cap.
It is. They call it poppy yeast in Mexico. Well, this is going to be about the last chance to grab a membership and do this guess the proof. If you don't already have one, I'm going to go ahead and pull this jar off. And I don't know, do we want to do this? You want to do that off camera on that table just so
Keep everything.
to negate any kind of someone seeing it or.
All right. All right, I'm going to proof it over here. Then I'm going to give you a shake.
And I'm not going to tell you what the last jar was. Make it a little bit more interesting.
I'm telling them that the guesses don't count yet.
No,
The guesses don't count. The guesses don't count
I'm
yet.
just blowing up the comments.
gotta, yeah.
Stop.
I mean,
stop,
it's
stop,
fine.
stop,
You can
stop.
guess all you want, but the guesses do not count until we. If you put one before that, it's just null and void. Wait until the clock hits exactly 7
Something. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So unfortunately, our comments they don't have granular like seconds, so we'll have to do it on the whole minute probably.
Okay.
So.
Well, you tell them when to start guessing.
Yep, we'll do it.
That's gonna go pretty quick. Greg Bell says I have a membership, but it's not showing up. Don't set it on the table quite yet. Greg, it may have expired, brother. Just did it.
I don't see it.
You gotta have the badge, brother.
I'm getting notified for all the new members, Greg. I'm not seeing you, buddy.
Something didn't work, or something. Some people have said that it doesn't like certain cards. But we'll say that.
Get the... Dang, I'm about to open up the clock app.
Yeah, let's put a countdown clock on. Yeah.
Clock needs an update. Come on. Hang on.
All right, Greg. All right. We got... Gonna give you guys a few more seconds here.
You also might need to check your play bar on the YouTube app or on the TV, because if you might be behind right now, you might need to scoot your play button forward to catch up. And I don't know why I'm saying that, because if you are behind, you're not hearing it.
They're not going to hear it.
True.
All right, so we'll do it in 15 seconds at 7:12 Central Time. It's 7:11 and 50 seconds right now, so 10 seconds.
I'll tell you when you can start guessing.
5 seconds.
John doesn't count.
John doesn't
count. Doesn't count yet.
And go.
Guesses.
7:12.
Get the guesses.
7:12 is the cutoff.
There they go. They're ripping them in there.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Okay.
They had them typed out.
Jesus.
They were pre-typing them out.
7:12 is the cutoff.
And
You guys have gone nuts.
Running out of time.
when they guess it, just write down the username, and then I'll grab it from
Okay,
them.
we're almost out of time, so let's name it. Go ahead. What is it?
100 even.
100 even.
100 even.
Don't say it out loud.
Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, don't
Right.
say it out loud. Write it down.
Oh, the name? $100. You have to be a YouTube channel
so now
member.
you gotta go to the
This is
next
jar
one.
number
Okay,
4.
that's the next one.
That probably threw a few people off because it's higher than the last jar.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we checked here. You got to live in the U.S. and you got to be the first to guess it, right? Mean Diller over there in New Zealand was the first one to hit it, right? That stinks, brother. I am sorry about that. Nick Haas, brother. Where you live?
Haas.
Where you live, brother?
Where you stay at?
What's your shipping address, my boy? Don't actually type in your shipping address, but like what?
Just say if you're in the U.S.
Missouri. Okay.
Nick Haas, the winner chicken dinner of the 5-gallon.
Diller's being a really good sport about it. Congrats. Yeah. Good job, Nick.
Hell yeah.
This is your new still, buddy. We love them. We run them. Hopefully you'll love it too. I'm sure you would.
Thanks to Whiskey Still Pro for working with us and allowing us to give these stills away. That's awesome.
Colton, I'm looking at it, and Nick Haas was about 10 comments ahead of you. So,
Nick, what kind of still you running right now? What do you got? Yeah, that's crazy.
that is crazy. Man, a lot of suspense tonight. A lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah,
what a show.
Yeah.
That was fun. Lots of fun. Now it feels like the show's going downhill already.
I'm trying to see what kind of still Nick runs.
Yeah, I guess we could add to our little boilerplate before we do these things to make sure their live is turned all the way up, to current time.
Yeah.
Maybe do that at the first intermission or whatever,
Nick, you don't have a still yet? I mean, you do now, but you haven't gotten one yet. I've been shopping new stills for the last month. Also,
Way better than a Beaver, I'm sure.
Nice. It is better than the Beaver in the sense that it's much easier to run. Much easier to run. The Beaver is there because of the price point, and you know, if you buy the right Beaver, you can modify them and do all kinds of stuff for them easily. You can modify any of the Beavers, but the 3-pot Beavers are difficult, more difficult anyway, to modify. But yeah,
twice. I'm guessing he runs a Beaver. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nick, I must have missed your call. They were going kind of fast there for a little bit. That's all right, though. Alembic Dave says Whiskey Still is a good company. I haven't had any issues at all with mine. The shipping was good, and it makes a great product. So easy to run and clean.
nice.
Take it from the man himself, Alembic Dave.
Right, Dave. I didn't know you got yours from them. That's awesome. We've been working with them now for
Beaver.
a couple of years.
Yeah, so upgrading you from a Beaver to an all-copper Alembic, man, that's awesome. They're fun. They're fun. They're a little bit different to run, right? It's going to be kind of apples to oranges from you running your Beaver to you running this Alembic, but nothing that you can't iron all the kinks out of in a couple runs. And I
Yeah,
hope
you're
you
gonna
enjoy
love
it, brother, man. Congratulations. That's awesome. Terry Clark says he needed a still, so that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Man, so exciting. We've got, what do you think? We pull this last jar off and then we
Call it a night.
cut her?
Yeah.
I like that.
One more jar and then we're out of here.
One more jar.
Alembic Dave says it runs best if you do stripping runs and then a spirit run. The one-offs are too dirty. I mean, I like the one-offs, honestly, but I also prefer the dirtier liquor.
Yeah, I gotta kind of tend to agree with Cyrus. I like that grain taste. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you put a chalky, nasty, you know, kind of a grimy mash off in one and run it, is that the same thing as what we're talking about? No. Like, I think generally speaking, most of the mashes that we put off in ours are going to be fine if they're on a single distillation, a double distillation, a 1.5. But I'm kind of starting to side with you. I think that the single spirit runs are.
It's my preference, and again, that's just preference.
Yeah.
It's just preference.
Yeah, that's 100. Yeah, it's a good point to make. I mean, everyone likes different stuff, and so you should run what you like.
Yes. Yeah, Nick has a 3-pot Beaver right now. Yeah, you're gonna love this.
And also, do want to remind everyone. Oh,
What happened?
We froze there for a
we
minute or
good?
something.
Yeah,
all right. So, I do want to remind everyone how this giveaway is going to work. Let's see when the next one we're giving away is on Thursday, right?
Next Thursday.
So this coming Thursday, from tonight to Thursday. Should we put a cutoff on that?
No, it started on the 1st.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Started on the 1st and is going to go till Thursday at, what do you think?
No, it'll go till Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday at midnight?
Wednesday at midnight.
All right. So now until Wednesday at midnight, if you've already got an order in, it's in there. It counts. It's going to be an entry into this giveaway. As always, grain kits are double entries. Ingredients kits are double entries. 5 gifted memberships on the YouTube is an entry. It's going to reset every week. You're going to get a different bite at the apple every week. If you want to improve your odds of winning, you can kind of space out your orders. You can attack it however you want. We're encouraging people to go to stillmcclure.com and make purchases for stuff that you're already using, right? Like, so yeah, I need a little bit of grain. I need some malted barley. I need some rye. I need some wood staves. I need some hydrometers, whatever it is. Yeah, broken hydrometers. So we hope you're buying stuff that you already need, and then as an added bonus, we want to give you a whiskey still. So we're gonna do that 4 more times this month, and
I'm pumped about it.
Yeah.
What are you throwing in there? What happened? Is there controversy in the chat?
Just a little bit.
Windsong says Tildy Boo's never put out bad liquor.
Colton,
So-
I've posted receipts for the winning guesses there if you wanted to look at that.
We got receipts.
Um,
Oh, what is he?
He just said, I can't see where I was behind him, but I wanted to post it so he could see what we're seeing from YouTube.
Colton, man, I'm sorry about that, brother. But
Hey, just stick around. I mean, you've got a lot of chances to win.
Yeah, we are giving.
I mean,
4 more
seriously,
away
stick
this week.
around and keep guessing. You were on the money tonight. So.
I did also see somebody asked if the Saturday morning gifted memberships count, and they do.
All of them, yeah.
So we go live every morning, but Monday through Friday it's members only. Saturday we open it up to everybody, and people gift memberships there also to get more members coming in and joining our community.
Can they even give gifted memberships in the members only live?
Yeah, they can.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Because they're not anyone else.
I
in
mean,
the
it's only
chat.
members in the chat,
Yeah.
so it's not as fun.
Yeah, it's true. Seriously ask, how do you know the right volume from your run that is heads and to pitch it? So we don't pitch it, right? In the sense that we throw it out. We do keep it off to the side. We don't mix it in with the rest of our run, but we keep it in a separate jar and we rerun it later as a feints run. Now, in terms of volume, that is not something that's going to be mechanical. It's going to change every run. It's going to be different. It's something that you're just going to have to feel out, right? I think, and I've said often that making your cuts between your heads, your hearts, and your tails is one of the more difficult things to master. I think it's, in fact, I think it's one of the last things that a lot of people tend to pick up. It changes, depends on your still, depends on your mash, depends on how hot you run, depends on a lot of different things. And so the best way that I can describe to you how to distinguish between your heads, your hearts, and your tails is a combination of smell and taste.
Yeah, and I made a video. It's on the YouTube channel. It's called How to Make Cuts for Beginners, I think. And that video is just the process. It teaches you the process of how you teach yourself how to make cuts in a way that you like them. Because everybody makes cuts different ways. Some people are more strict with their cuts, and some people are more liberal with their cuts, and it's all, again, preference. So you got to learn how to smell and taste it to your own preference. And the process that I teach in that video will teach you how to do that. You just do that with every run. And if you do it enough, with enough practice, you will get to the point where you can make cuts straight off the run, mid-run. There are certain recipes that I run that when I run it, I don't separate the jars like this. I will make my first cut just by dipping my finger in, smelling it, taste it, and I know where the cut is going to have to be, and then I start collecting in whole jars.
Yeah. Austin, clip that for me, if you would.
And there's just lots of, it just takes practice. It is, like Zach said, one of the hardest skills to master. It's also, unfortunately, probably one of the most critical skills to master. So it just takes practice.
I think it's what separates a good distiller, right? And fine, you run liquor, you do just a fine job. I think it's what separates, in the majority of times, it's what separates a good distiller from a really good distiller or a great distiller.
Yeah.
It's the last frontier that people seem to be able to conquer. And it's sometimes it's a combination between folks wanting to be get a higher yield.
Mm-hmm.
It can come from that, and it can also just come from, it takes a minute to figure out what is heads, what is tails, and so maybe not the most direct answer that we could possibly give, but it's the best.
That's pretty. It's pretty direct.
It's the best answer we can give, for sure.
Nick Haas with the 5 gifted memberships and another entry into next week's drawing. Wouldn't it be wild if Nick wins 2 of them?
It would be crazy. It's not impossible to happen. I've thought about the scenario where someone wins like 3 of these in 1 month.
Yeah.
Also, and don't feel compelled. If anybody in here ends up winning one of these 5-gallon alembics, and you go, well, I've got a 5-gallon, or I don't really need this, and it's your still. You tell us what to do with it,
If you see somebody else in the chat that you think might, be
you wanna gift
someone
it,
that's running a
yeah.
Beaver or someone that doesn't have one or a buddy of yours that wants to get, keep it and we'll send it to you and you can give it to a buddy that you know that wants to start. It's
Yeah.
up to you. It's yours still at that point. Brian Middleton.
Oh.
Ooh,
Another
different
gifted
kind of
membership.
Didn't know we could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Another entry into next week's drawing.
Silver's
Shoot ya.
wick is lit. Dude, where's our commodity report, Rick? What the hell? Dude, double barrel Daryl's been hanging with us like all night over on TikTok.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Well, we gave away the steals and viewers dropped way off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. I get
That's
it.
all right.
No, that's cool. We'll remember that though. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we got about a half jar left here.
Hey, Greg, you got your membership. I see it, man.
Greg got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You're in. You'll be ready for next time.
Ready to go.
Dwayne says he would gift it to an auction. Oh, you were getting on the phone, but
Yeah.
Alembic Dave mentioned that we do an auction for a charity. And I told him we already have a charity that we sponsor.
yeah.
And that would be kind of cool.
That would be.
To do an auction of some kind and donate the money to Casey's Closet.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. We'll think about that because I like that idea.
It's Grace's toy closet.
Grace's, not Casey's.
That's we should be doing something about that. Maybe Cyrus and I will just kind of take some time. Well, it's probably one of those things we can maybe talk out in the members only, the Rise and Shine, and just kind of pick your guys' brain about what y'all might like to see, and then we'll work out on our side like what is the logistics of the way that we can do this for the charity and all that good stuff.
I like it.
Yeah, Terry makes a good point. What about the Shine Festival? I mean, you just get an auctioneer in there for a half hour and.
That's true. Well, the Shine Festival.
That would be sweet. We're already donating.
Yeah.
A lot. A quarter of the proceeds are going to Grace's Closet for that already. A quarter of the proceeds from alcohol sales.
I think this is the guy that won the.
Oh.
Hey, brother.
Totally awesome show tonight. Thank you, Robert. Glad you're here. Glad you guys are enjoying it. We're having a blast. We always enjoy doing the live streams, and this one's been especially fun for sure. Oh, when is it?
Let me call you. Can I call you back tomorrow? We're still doing the live right now over on Still in the Clear. Yeah. All right, brother.
It was an awesome stream. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
If y'all were giving away a turd in a box, I may stand a chance winning.
Carl, the guy that just won the Still.
Yeah.
Well, let me hold off a little bit. I'll talk to you about it.
Is there a problem?
No, there's no problem. There's no problem.
Okay.
I was just debating on whether I don't know. I just because I haven't talked to him about it. I don't know if he's okay with me. So
We'll chat later.
yeah.
Richard, I missed most of it, but looks like y'all were having a good time. Yep. Been here for a long time, and the Thursday Night Live is always my favorite. Thank you, Iowa Freethinker.
Terry says tonight has been an epic live stream, brother.
Yeah, it's been
We've
a blast.
enjoyed it. I think I have an equal amount of fun giving these away as I do the people that like get them.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So
Nick Hess, Haas,
whiskey Rebel.
So close so many times. Finally hit it, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's been awesome. 2 weeks of live. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Go ahead and talk about what I mentioned.
Oh, okay. So Carl called me on the phone. Thank you, Carl. I didn't want to share that with everyone unless you were okay with it.
Carl said he had a little bit of time to calm down, and he was, kind of.
He's a little excited.
Yeah. And he mentioned giving it away for charity.
Yeah, we can
doing,
do that.
Man,
doing a raffle with
we
it.
were
Doing a
just
raffle
talking
for
about
charity.
that.
I think he saw us talking
Oh,
about
okay.
it. And I don't know if he, but so.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it then. What? We'll have to look in how a raffle works. I think there are some state laws, aren't there?
Yeah, we'll have to look into the logistics of it. It's different state to state. I know we've seen guys like Phil Billy and Big E's and different guys doing
North Georgia
doing still raffles and stuff like that. I want to look into the logistics of it and kind of really think it out and make sure that we're doing it the right way. But Carl, if that's what you want to do, we'll do it, brother. You just
I love the idea.
Yeah. And we'll just. I don't know if we do Grace's toy closet or if we.
Jason's comment.
My new name is Charity. So I don't know. We'll talk about it, and we'll talk to Carl, and we'll see. Maybe Carl's got a charity in mind that he likes, or something. And but we'll get with him on it. I'm going to call him tomorrow afternoon as he requested, and we'll just kind of talk it out.
That's
Nice.
awesome, man.
Love it.
Yeah, it's a pretty generous thing to do.
Hell yeah, Carl.
So yeah, that's pretty
You the
cool.
man.
Pretty cool. First on the wheel wins, Joe says.
Poor Joe.
That stinks, dude. Just first out of the gate, just instant.
Yeah.
Oh man. Let's see if it can be done. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, Carl. No, thank you, brother.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I need to turn that heat up a little bit on that jar. On the still, I mean.
I'm assuming the water still feels pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this has been a short run, so.
Not that I would change it out.
No, it's good.
What do you think? Would we fire this back up and run more jars off tomorrow, or just kind of let it ride?
I mean, I don't think so. This
Yeah.
jar's. You're right at the edge of tails right now.
Okay,
Unless you just wanted to run it out for the feints.
it's fine.
Yeah.
If it was a bigger pot or something, I might think about it. But
Yeah.
can we just get poor Joe still already? Well, and to be fair, Joe's got a pretty badass still already.
Yeah, and if she won that one, she's gonna give it away anyway.
Yeah, I think Joe's
had already
plan was
said
to
so.
give it to Jason, maybe.
So maybe we should give Jason a steal already.
Pretty much what you're saying. Collector Rick says, I own nothing but a 1986 steel white horse Buick, a silver, gold, honeybees, and Bitcoin.
Thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Part of me thinks that Collector Rick comes to us from an old abandoned military air base.
A bunker.
Covered
Yeah.
in cargo net.
Yeah.
Rick's got a bunker.
Just got a floor safe full of gold and silver and flash drives full of Bitcoin.
And no guns.
None whatsoever. He lost them all in a boating
He
accident.
lost them all in a boat accident.
I don't think we'd say the G word, but
I mean,
Oh,
TikTok. Damn it.
I think I'm already restricted anyway this live for something
Actually,
else.
yeah, you were.
I think at this point it doesn't really matter.
We're still holding 8 people. We're still holding 8.
Poop, but
Not bad at all.
TikTok's got the weirdest rules, dude.
Yeah, they do.
You cannot appease them.
It's annoying.
It's like unless you're on there teaching Sunday school,
Yeah.
which even that they'll probably find something to pick out of there.
Yeah.
Immaculate Conception. Not on our watch. It's crazy.
Iron Duke has a drawbridge on his house. I think he did mention a drawbridge and a moat.
I like to think that the Iron Duke has a moat.
It would be neat.
Yeah.
Probably flat though.
You think it is a flat?
Yeah.
I think he's got a courtyard.
An estate, like a nice estate, a proper
Yes.
estate.
Yeah.
I would like to. I think if I lived over there, I would much prefer maybe a stone cottage
Yeah.
out just kind of out in the more rural parts. A couple.
Scottish Highlands.
Yeah, some Scottish Highlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got the dry stack stone fences that are 2 feet high, 3 feet high.
It's like I live in a duplex.
What are you guys talking about?
What are you guys talking about?
I live in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Do they have cul-de-sacs, you think?
Yeah.
I bet
No
they do.
way,
I
dude.
bet they do.
Yeah,
No, I don't
absolutely
think
do.
that's a thing over there, dude. I'm telling you, I don't
They
think it's a thing.
absolutely do.
I'm
Dude,
sure
do they have
are.
cul-de-sacs where you're from? Tell me if you know what a cul-de-sac is.
See if he's still lurking.
Joe, you're not wrong. There's very few people that can do that, and you're one of them.
That's true.
Whiskey Rebel, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Get your copper mug at Missouri Tea. He's really pushing the copper mugs from Missouri Tea Company. You got a part of that, Rick? You got part of the Missouri Tea Company, or you just really like the product?
No, he owns nothing.
Okay, I've got proof.
Sure. He did just tell us that. What has happened? We got what?
Here you go. This is Daily Mail, which, as you know, is their rag. Why the road to happiness is down a cul-de-sac. Neighbors know each other's names and enjoy coffee together. Blah, blah, blah.
They enjoy coffee together. This is not
I'm,
England.
I'm telling you, they're writing this as if that is a...
Tell me that is in England.
That's definitely a photo from England. That's
Becontree,
England if I've ever seen it.
East London. Like, that's a cul-de-sac, brother.
Cul-de-sac.
That's a cul-de-sac.
Double barrel, man. I'm kind of off the hooch tonight. I'm taking a little break. I mean, that said, I have had 2 beers, but I don't know. I'm coming off some stomach things. Trying not to consume. I did have a shot of that American malt earlier. It was good too, but
Yeah, I
really
liked
good.
it.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. All right, last jar for shits and giggles.
last jar coming off the shits and giggles. Guess the proof. Go ahead and start throwing them in there. Who cares? Let's get a little lax on this one.
Yeah, have fun.
Nothing at stake on this one.
I'll just have to scroll forever.
Don't have to keep it fair.
Yeah. Just kidding. This one's also for a still. Nah,
Nice.
Psych!
This one's for a 50-gallon North Georgia.
That'd be wild. Yeah, it's sitting up pretty high, isn't it?
Whoop. All right, let's see. Everybody's in there throwing their guesses.
It's 90 something. I couldn't tell you where. Also, I didn't see the proof. It could be. I bet it's 90 something.
You could absolutely be wrong.
Really? Mm-hmm. Shit.
You could.
Am I though?
You're not.
Oh.
Oops, I forgot to write that off stage.
Ah.
Do the bubble shake.
What is it?
I'm sorry? Were you talking to me?
No. It's
Oh, okay.
There it is. Damn. This jar came out to 92. I don't even know. Oh, it's upside down.
Nuevo y dos. Collector Rick says 92.
Mudgrip said 2.
He's also said -5.
Yeah, he said at 7:37, 97, and then said 2, and then said -5 after you had now announced. So, I don't think anyone got that one. Closest, without going over, Nick Haas, 91.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, man,
a Deadeye. Guy's a Deadeye.
Buddy, you're dialed in. You're dialed in.
It's gonna be a good old-fashioned game. How many stills? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna write down that you won this too. Let me see that Sharpie there, brother.
Want this?
Call Nick.
Yeah, it's for fun. Mud grips. I appreciated the math.
Nick, call the shop tomorrow, brother, if you don't mind.
We'll touch base with you. If I don't hear anything from you by around noon or so, I'm going to try to remember to go back to your order and give you a call. Or, no, you want the, yeah, so give us a call at the shop tomorrow. Homebrew Center, Fort Smith, Arkansas.
479-515-5223.
That is correct. 55555555. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fun one. It's been one for the books. We hit some milestones, over 100 viewers at one point. Gave away a couple stills. A lot of firsts for tonight. I got shot in the face with confetti. I had a blast with you guys tonight. I appreciate hanging out with you guys every Thursday.
Our first on-air birthday surprise.
Yeah, that was a first as well. A lot of firsts tonight. So, appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here with us, as most of you are every Thursday night. And, we'll be back with you next week. Same time, same place, same people.
See you later. See you in the morning, if you remember.
Yep.